Excuse if it does the little muffle thing, but for some reason, when I do the music with the applause, the tracks don't mix, and then it does its thing, and then it picks up in just a little bit. But I do apologize. Welcome to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Sunday edition is normally something that, and everyone knows what my policy is, because what I'm gonna go into, I need Sin Cities all the way, because you see UDM sees the light. We already know what I'm about to get into. So without further ado, the link is about to be posted up here, because I have to make sure that we all recognize what we are about to listen to. So the link is up there. Anyone who has seen UDM and seen what and while I was doing my live and Sin City was here, and he was saying that Ron and Richard, he has to try to prove them wrong. He was doing that on Hannibal's live almost an hour after my live started. My live was almost 3 hours, 9 minutes short. Hannibal's was 2 hours. So they started right there, but no one got a chance to, I was addressing UDM's last video, but while he was on there, I report the news and I am Hot Facts. So while he was on there, obviously I'm going to watch Hannibal's channel, because I do that. And I put up a video to show about what we are going to be talking about today, and it was magnificent. 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 It was so magnificent that no one could believe what was going on. So UDM himself said, you know what? I'm not going to say this right now, but people, he was like, well, we're going to get all into that. And because this helps the gig economy, this helps us, because I would say this, and if anyone has been watching for this whole time, UDM's Big Ron is in the house. Yeah,
What's
boy.
up, man?
What's up, man? Glad to have you here. If anyone just close the other, you have an echo. Close, if you are on StreamYard, close the regular YouTube so you can just be on there, right? Yeah, boy.
That should be good. I got like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're all good. So UDM went up there and did his thing, and we're just gonna hop right on into this. Did you check? Did you get a chance?
Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
All right. Let me put a banner up right here. Let me have everyone, if you have not done this yet, hit these thumbs right here. Hit these thumbs, subscribe to get notified. We are not playing. And while he's doing his thing, I want to make sure that I do my first thing that I'm doing here. I'm going to give it's Sunday, so my dad is first. God's first, but my dad is there. I want to give a shout out right now. Make sure you check out Grace Temple Kojic, Church of God in Christ. My dad is down there preaching right now. He's down there, people. If you want to go ahead and get some good into your mind, get some good into your heart, go check out Robert John Reese Sr. He is the Hot Facts of me. So go ahead and check my dad out. Go there and sit down and make sure you say that Hot Facts sent you. He makes sure you get a real good blessing. You know he got extra favors with the Lord there now. Now let's go ahead, Big Ron. Big Ron, did you get a chance to see the video that UDM just the interview that he had with Hannibal and the
Yes.
acceptance rate? Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So now I'm going to tell you this. While he was trying to say, I can't give it full credit, he did say that, well, while my acceptance rate got higher, these offers got better, and I've never seen that in my entire career of doing it. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah. Well, what he's seeing is he's seeing the different layers of Top Dasher, but he's in that new pilot program. So when you're over 50%, you're supposedly supposed to get more orders. And when you're over 70, you're supposedly even get even better. And that's basically the pilot program showing everybody how Top Dasher works.
Mm-hmm.
The higher your acceptance rate, the better your orders get. And that's what he's noticing. Yeah, he's not going to admit it right now. Like you said, I'm not going to say it's my acceptance rate. I mean, he said that like 3 times. But
But
yeah,
what he did say in the same sentence, though, which made me laugh, because this is why, like, in UDM is a person out there that I have never had any issue with. So whenever he comes to the table with what he has to say, I actually listen to everything he is saying, because his angle, he is not, he doesn't consider himself no tip, no tripper. He doesn't, like, he has other platforms that he uses, which makes his money with larger catering orders on other apps. So he's a little bit different. So when he comes in to talk, I have to listen to what he has to say. And while he was trying to go in to say, I have never accepted my orders because he does other things, it made it more, more prevalent for me that he's actually going to do something for the first time and see what it does. And he did that, and he was baffled because he was like, whoa, I came in here to go against these guys. And these are his own words, but I'm seeing that he went from
yeah,
60 to 63%. Okay. People go fact check me on that. If I'm off 1% or not, go ahead and fact check me this. UDM said 60% and then 63%. And he said he got that order. And then he said, I'm not going to repeat what the other order was because I don't remember what they added in extra. But he said they added that one on extra and that was at 63%. So all I'm saying that in that small sample size that he actually went in there with, he said, I took all the other ones. He said the small order. And then he said, woo, they start going like this. So now people, all I got to say is, if he said that and said, I'm still not with it, okay, if UDM does 3 more weeks of the same thing, what is anyone going to say? You have to bring in, because he's not a no tip, no tripper. He is someone that says, whatever I see, what it is, I'm going to take it for. That's what I'm going to accept it for. He is one of those. So therefore, you have to take in his study when he does this. And his study said that I'm not going to say it, but as I start getting more and it went up, this started happening. He said, I'm not going to go in and say this fully, but I'm on
just
your
wait till he gets Top Dasher and he sees even better stuff. And I mean, just it all depends on your acceptance rate. That's why we go for the high ones. We go for 90, 95, 100. I do 33 orders 3 days in a row. Bam. Now I can cherry pick the rest of the month. And
You
I'm
can
Top
cherry
Dasher the
pick.
whole month. Yeah. And I
Right.
only
Now,
give 3
Ron,
days. And I still make money those 3 days. So it don't matter.
that is the
You know?
message.
Yeah. It takes me like 37 to 40 hours to do it. And I usually make between 5 and 700, and I pay a couple hundred in gas. So I'm still making money. It's not my normal 3 days, but it is what it is. I take the
But
hit
you
those
just
3
said
days,
it's
so the
not
rest
my
of the month is good.
Ron, you said it's not my normal 3 days. We're just talking about 3 days in a month.
Yeah,
It's
3
not my
days. Yeah,
normal
that's
3 days.
it.
That was just 3 days of a month. So
Yeah.
I want to put that. I just want to put that there, people. He said it was my normal 3 days, but he said for 3 days, people just think. Look, I watch fights and everything, and I know the UFC and the Diaz brothers. Right when it came down to Nate, not Nick, the older one, all he had to do was just not this was all he had to do was not for like 2 weeks was do the weed so he can get his fight. Snoop was like, all he had to do was stop it for 2 weeks and he would have got that. Why didn't he do it? Different scenario, much more money involved. But if all you had to do was a minuscule of one thing to make sure that you get the full advantage, why would you not do it? Because you're using a minimal amount of what it is.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm
3
saying?
days, 4 days, 5 days, however you want to do it. Go for 80%. Do it in 4 days. You know, you can take 20. You do 20 orders and you can decline 5 over the course of 4 days. Go check out Sin City's new video. He explains that he put a short up and explains how to do it in those, you know, in a little bit of time. You know, 4 days you do 20 orders per day, decline 5, and over 4 days you have 80%. You know, that's easy.
It's easy. Now check this out, Ron. I'm a person that I have to try to break it down to people in like the percentages realm, because some people are watching and they're going to be like, they're just talking. What are you talking about? Okay. Let's say people, you are at 70% and you're getting, all right, man, I'm getting some good orders and they're still trickled down. All right. Let's say you get 80%. You get 90%. Let's say you're at 99%. Let's say you finish the thing at 100%. You got 30% to play with, to cherry pick. You got 30% to play with and cherry pick for you to pick your orders. Once you get there, now you have this to, okay, you know what?
But you don't have to keep it all month. You don't have to keep it all month. Remember
right.
that. We're not talking about the new pilot program. You know,
No.
Usually on the second or third, I'm back down to 10% acceptance rate.
Right. Yeah. But the pilot program, I'm trying to speak for the people that are trying to, for them to understand the full thing. Try to get as much as you can, so then you can see the room you have to cherry pick, and then you can figure out exactly where you need to be for yourself in your own market. You know what I mean? Because it's all about taking advantage where you are, not where the next man is. Because where the next man is, you know, those plums might be sweeter over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They might be sweeter over there. We have plums over here. Make you pucker up a little bit. We got to travel a little more to get those plums, but when we bring them back to our area, they're going to pay us for the sweetness for those plums. You feel what I'm saying on that one? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand in the quality. Yes, people, you can get mass majority all around your area, but once you get to a certain level, that person that wants that right there, and you're going to pick that up and bring it back, guess what? They're going to have extra for you. You're going to be like, what? I've never experienced that until I did this. You know?
Yeah, it's
so easy to say, Ron.
If you have 80%, if you have a little percentage of it helping you, then do it. You know, I mean, it's everybody just try it once. What do you got to lose? You know, I mean, geez.
What have you got to lose? You know what? Yeah. Look, all right. Let's say we get a group of random guys, right? Let's say there's 10 guys. Let's say we got 5 guys. We got split and married and fiance. And we got other 5 dudes there. Let's say we're going to take you guys, the married dudes are going to take these guys to a place to meet women, right? We'll say, hey, go in there and do what you got to do. Only one of those dudes is going to come out with, hey, I got all these numbers. The other ones are going to be like, man, I didn't see nothing I like. And guess what? The dude that got all of the numbers when we took, we didn't go do anything. We weren't taking up no numbers because we are already off the market. We just wanted to do a study. The one dude that was like, hey, they took me here with all of these. I'm not going to, what? The other dudes are like, I didn't see nothing good there. That dude that went in there and got them all, from all the ones that was in there, he had at least 3 to 4 quality ones that he was like, oh, I have a stable. And I'm just putting that for random dudes who are not married and stuff. If you can, I have to put it in other frames till you understand this. We went food and plums. I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to paint different scenarios to have you understand. You know what I mean? I'm trying to paint different analogies.
I hate to run on. I only have like 5 minutes, but I do have to get back to what I was doing. But I appreciate you having me on, and I'll be on more. And I like your videos, man. I watched a couple last night. I'll give you some more watch time tonight. We'll get you where you need
Yeah,
to be.
man. Man, I'm in there. Look, I'm in there doing my thing, and I'm just like, look, once they block out what everyone has said and they actually view the channel and see how the interviews work and the matter, they're like, hold up, what did they tell us about this? It's like, huh? That's what it is. That's what it is. I thank you for coming on over. I'm the only platform with the fully open link for anyone to hop in at any time.
Yeah. Oh, you'll see me again. Trust me. All right,
Yes,
brother.
sir. See you
Have a
later,
good one,
man.
man.
Salute to you. That's a great one right there, people. Pia Broderick says too many gas miles. Okay. For all of you that say too many gas miles, what if you get orders that are 1.5 and 2 miles away? You get paid a good price and you're taking more of those orders, but you're driving less miles than what you would for one of the ones that you would have gotten. What do you say to that? You guys just instantly think too many gas miles. Why is it too many gas miles when you have a GPS system on your phone? You normally have it tracked with something to where you can calculate and see what you're actually doing. How is it too many gas miles when you go ahead and do your taxes? You're getting like 60 cents now. From just writing it off, you're getting that. You're now you're getting paid like double that. Now you're getting paid double that on top of what you can write off. You're making all of this that you're going to get back at the end of the year. I will tell you where the real major problem is, people. Most these drivers who don't understand that service gets you paid more and you buy equipment and things to help out, a lot of them are paying a bunch in taxes because they don't even write off nothing. They don't understand how to be a real business owner. So they don't even understand taking your orders and getting paid and then using what you got to do. Let's just be plain and simple. They would not be complaining about gas. Gas right now in my area is $4.79 at the cheap stations, and you can get gas for $5. Now that gas has died down, you still hear people saying, well, gas has now went back. Guess what they did, people? Let's see what they will pay. Now we'll put it back to what we know that they will pay. And what you are willing to pay was A-OK then, and now you're complaining about it. You guys just don't know how to do your thing. Pia said, I paid $2K in taxes last year. Now, just because you paid $2K in taxes, that don't mean that you knew how to write everything off. That's what I'm saying. My wife will tell you when tax time comes, we are good. We got to work like every other American throughout that time because I know what I am doing because I am a real independent contractor. I know everything. How many of you guys are writing off percentages, or how many of you guys have measured off the percentage of what you use for your space, what's hooked up there, what you use, all of the other stuff that goes into that, all your cell phone bills and all of the other stuff, the paper you buy, you go to Office Depot, you're doing things, you're trying to make shirts, you're doing word of mouth. I'm going to make this up. And it tells me on the Facebook, I got to pay. If I pay $2, it'll do this. On Instagram, if I pay $2, it'll put out. Are you not writing off everything? And do you not know how to go into full detail about that stuff? Most people don't. And I understand that. I was privileged to grow up with my Aunt Deborah, who raised us and taught us schooling. That's who did my taxes. And while doing my taxes, when she figured out that I was going to be an independent business owner, taught me how to do everything on the ins and outs. So I know how to do all of my taxes in full detail. Everyone that's a real business owner will need to know that. Otherwise, you got to pay that CPA. Do I have CPAs that I can go ahead and pass my information off to? I have 4 right now that I can say names right now in my immediate family who can go ahead and do that. But I don't make mistakes. I have not gotten mistakes on. Well, actually, one time was a mistake, and it wasn't my fault because there was a typo there, but I still have to go through. But I don't get mistakes on my taxes because I know how to do them all right. Most people don't even know how to do this stuff right, and they complain about gas and all this stuff. And then they talk about people like Pedro talk about, well, how much are you bringing in? Okay, when you get your taxes, how much did you pay for how much that you are getting back for what you did for your business? How much did you know how to write off? You got to go through and do the grind and pay the time when you're going ahead and doing this thing. people. That's why most people say $1 a mile would be okay, because you're already getting 60 cents a mile when you do your taxes. So $1 a mile pretty much puts you at double. Now, if you get $2 a mile, you're doing all of that. What else are you doing and all this other stuff? Most of you guys don't have anything linked like that to make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure most of you content creators, when you're talking about profitability, Pedro, you're doing that. And Pedro put up a video today to talk about customer service when he's the main one that says customer service does not get you any extra tips. But he put up a video and I said, these are the cues you need to do when you walk up. And he pointed out everything that I said. Once again, he says he's putting these things out because these things can help you. And he's bringing up things you can do when it's a leave at door. And he said none of these things work. And everyone listened and said, yeah, Pedro's right. So why does he have a video up like that? You know why? Because I'm not talking about how many orders you are going to receive. I'm talking about what you get as a customer and what you get as a quality client of the person you are contracted with, because you put yourself there. They put you as a quality business, and they are going to give you quality people, which means that your service with these quality people will bring you extra money. Now he has a video out on let me teach you the basics on customer service. Can someone please answer that? Why is he doing that now? My account would not let me write anything off. How would your account not let you write anything off when if you keep all of your receipts and everything that you do, all you got to do is keep that as a folder, okay, as a real folder for yourself, and you can mail that stuff in to the IRS and you can have them go ahead and deal with that stuff. What do you mean? You are an independent contractor, an independent business owner. How is someone going to tell you you can't write anything off? You have to understand what you are writing off and what you are doing and how you are supposed to write it off in the right verbiage and everything. You're losing money and you don't know. That's why you don't gain money at the end of the year. You're not even writing off the right stuff. People like that should not be giving information to people that's saying that don't take this, because they don't even know why you should be taking it. Business. Okay? Business. This hat, I wrote off. This shirt is wrote off. This mic, this stand, this table, these couches, these lights, a percentage of where I am sitting in right now is written off. Also the treadmill for health purposes and stuff, that is written off. There's other people. I'm not gonna go into, you guys should know this if you are an independent business owner, what you can and what you cannot do. Whatever I can write off is not what you can. Just know that this is not teaching you guys to say do whatever he says. I'm telling you that what I know, what if I'm using it for my business, if I am using it for my business, it's going to be written off, or whatever the maximum percentage is, it is going to be written off. Well, how do you know everything that's written off? Do your damn research. You're a business owner. Why do you want to get hit with more taxes? Pandemic drivers don't think right. I'm going to play you this from UDM. Let me go ahead and share this screen. You guys saw my video, but UDM is going up right now because my man is really seeing what it is. Share this. Okay. My video. Nope, that's a short. Here it is right here. Let me hit mute, and here we go. UDM, you are going to preach to the masses. This video is going to be put up for educational and training purposes only. Tools and training. Anything else, do not pay attention to. This is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. In denial. In denial. In denial. And remember, it's Richard, it's Ron, it's Robert, it's a whole lot of other people. You guys are in denial. Watch this.
$12. That $12, and now I'm testing it with the members on the phone with me, and I'm like, oh, I just got this BJ's, y'all. And we was trying to figure out if it's gonna change, if it's not. And then all of a sudden, $28. I was like, I never made that much. I looked at my acceptance rate. At that time, it was over 60% because I had already accepted all this stuff.
So as your acceptance rate got higher, things started to connect, or like you say, you noticed the patterns.
I'm not gonna say it's because my acceptance rate got higher, right? Okay. I'm still trying to find information to battle Ron and Richard, to be honest with you. Okay, I need to battle these guys to prove them wrong, but I will accept defeat if they're right. And so far, I need to battle these guys to prove them wrong, but I will accept defeat if they're right. And so far, I'm seeing things that I never saw before on DoorDash. I'm receiving orders I've never received before on DoorDash.
Before, I don't want to interrupt real quick, but I remember you used to say this on.
I will say, over time, just to get back to your question about the more I accepted, the higher my acceptance rate got, the better offers got. I'm not gonna say that. It's more of the more I accepted, even if I don't want to say that, it's like the more I accepted, the higher my acceptance rate did get. But once I broke a certain number, and at that time it was past 60%, that's when I got the BJ's for $28. Okay. I was at 63% at that point, right? And I'm like, what is that? And then right after that, I got another $7.75 that turned into, I forgot the exact number, and I don't want to lie here, right? So that threw off my whole experiment. And I said it with my members. If they're here, and I don't think Gary was on that call, maybe he was or wasn't, but if my members are here, I'm literally like messed up now, because I'm like, yo, I was proving this, and now I guess I done broke 60%. And I like my numbers changed.
Mr. Flex, good. It's 12:35, so I can't say good morning. It's noon here, so I'm gonna say you are going into the evening, afternoon, evening. You're going into
some shit like that.
Yeah. What's up to you though? What's up to you?
What up, peoples? Bro. So he gets a 28, I get a 35, and so what? Our acceptance rates are different. The more you work, the more offers you receive. You know, the more either you take or more offers you go through. You know, you're gonna pick out your offers, the one that you want.
I get that, Flex, but see,
again, it doesn't say to be.
Flex, you cannot say
am I
get
roboting
these orders. You can't say I get these orders.
I can't understand anything.
Metro, super Metro, Flex. You don't count. You don't count.
How do I not count, bro? How do I not count?
You don't count.
How do people that work around me not count? How do people that makes no sense.
You guys get way too many orders. You guys get way too many.
Okay, so if
orders that you guys reject.
Okay, so if
people want to take.
Bro, hold on. If we get too many orders, why do they introduce that program to us anyway?
Because
if we get too many fucking orders, why do they even introduce that to us?
Because you guys are turning down quality people. You guys are turning down quality people that you guys should.
That's not quality people. Bro, that's not quality people.
They know.
What do you mean? I'm not even gonna try to find out, because I'm not gonna take no one item order and drive 16 miles like I was showing before. That's not quality order, bro. That's not 200 wings to go deliver.
That's a quality customer that they are sending you that's going to make sure you get quality. You are not going to accept it from the jump. See, that's the whole problem why they are trying to introduce it. Because there's so many of those people. I had my buddy on here, DJ Melon Funk, world famous DJ Melon Funk. He invented the trip hop. We talked about how he knows Dr. Dre's brother, and he DJ'd with them, grew up with them. He is the pioneer. He's DJ'd in front of a million people. He lives in Apple Valley, right up the hill. No one likes to go there. He lives right around the corner from the beer place. He orders his beer, and on his interview with me, he said out of his own mouth, they think that it's not going to be worth their time because I live so close. He said it out of his own mouth, and he's a world famous dude who orders more food than everyone even watching put together. And they refuse to take the order to him because they think that. But if they took the order to DJ Melonfunk or my boy Ribs, who is a FAA pilot, they would get tipped. You see it as an order, not a customer. That's quality. That's the difference. They're going to send you that quality customer. That's what it is.
See, the way you making it sound, customer is always right. That's the way you kind of making it sound.
In business,
customer is always right.
In business,
fuck no, they're not.
Right in business, the customer is always right until we find what
even if they're wrong, right?
We have to look, the customer is only right after we go and find out everything that was done to see if we made a mistake. Once we make the mistake, the customer is right. The customer is right until we can prove that. That's business etiquette.
I'm gonna log in for my other thing. This shit is I keep receiving orders, so I gotta log in from the other phone.
Oh yeah, it did you with a Will. It had you on pause like Will real quick. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back from my other phone.
All right. Yep. That was flex there, people. So I'm trying to talk about this thing, people. You hear what I'm talking about? If there is someone out there that wants to speak on these levels that I am speaking about, please step up to the microphone. Please step up and check this out. We are going to watch another educational video we are going to watch right now. Let's do this. Let me type up this right here. We're going to watch up another educational video. Okay, we're going to watch the best customer service 101 from a person that tells me that you can't get cash tip, your service does not matter, most people just want this. If most people just want this, why did he make this video? We're going to watch this right here. I'm going to bring you right back in. Let me hit mute really quick. Let me add this.
No more overdraft fees.
What's an
Service, that's part of you doing your job. Step aside the office for a little training today. Welcome back to Mr. Bet on You, Pedro Dores Santiago. In today's video, we're gonna get down to
training from Pedro.
Whether it's being more tips, whatever, using customer service, because customer service does matter in what we do. However, there's one small caveat to that. The customer service we should be and do provide in this particular food delivery game is like none other. It's not, you can't compare it to a server or another kind of.
So what Pedro is saying before he starts is what HotFacts says, that he knows how to communicate with the people, and it's a customer service that we normally don't do. What he is talking about, that if we actually do some of this stuff, we can make extra money. Let's keep going, Pedro the Judas. Before we start this, we do hear that he's already separating customers before he even knows who they are. He's separating people by whatever he sees pops up on the app. He does not care about customers. He says the customers that we feel are willing enough for us to do what we are supposed to do because we are a business owner. You're supposed to do
So
that
you
with every
just
single customer there is.
you just going by the judgment, how we judge. It's just it's only like we obviously judge by the number that comes to our phone.
No, but what I'm saying
Doesn't
is,
matter.
no,
It doesn't,
the custom.
it doesn't matter who orders the food. It could be fucking Trump or whoever the fuck it is as a president. They could order fucking food. If you don't say
No,
that, the
no,
number goes up
Flex,
low.
Flex, Flex. You cannot answer for this guy, Flex. You live in a super metro. You cannot answer for this guy. This is what the
No,
garbage he is putting out for the masses. You got to let him speak,
like
Flex.
he also works in a metro area. You know what I mean? But like,
He works where he bashes human beings. He's trying to look, but check this out, Flex. He has a video saying that what I say you cannot do. Let's watch the crap. Don't no. Let's watch it. He's saying that what I say you can't make extra money on, but he has a video that says if you do these things, you can make extra money. No, 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 no. Let's watch him say you can make extra money by doing these things. He's saying it right here. Let's watch him contradict himself. That's why I'm Hot Facts. Let's go ahead and watch this. We gotta watch this, Flex. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. He's doing it. He came right after me and said, well, that we can't do it. We gotta watch him say the crap. It's him.
Yo, Pedro, where you at? Can you come in here, bro? Fucking.
He will not. He's scary.
One of the cases you can see if there's been a
It's not
on
scary,
the
bro.
app. And if there isn't and you take it, still provide great service. But the likelihood of a cash tip is very low, so we should not be gambling. But I'm going to give you what I've accumulated in 20 plus years of customer service and managing thousands of people.
I gotta say this one thing though. He said the probability of a cash tip. Why is he not taking cash out and just saying the probability of a tip? People will give a tip electronically. We are in that era. People take cash out. No, Flex. Flex. Everything he's saying equates
or cash. Like, what's the difference?
Flex.
My thing is gonna be fucking telepathic fucking tips. You know?
No, it's not. Flex. Listen, man. You gotta listen to this. There are other apps that will allow the customer to do that more convenient, right? It's easy for them to do that process, right? That's because more people will do that. He needs to take the word cash out. If you do something and you do it right, someone will go and do the steps to make sure that you get paid extra. You cannot say that a human being will not do that. Flex, you got to let this man speak. You cannot speak up for him. He has a lot of people holding his draws. He got to piss for himself. Let's watch this. He's got to piss for.
And giving customer service to, at this point, got to be over 100,000 people. I don't even know. It's a crazy number, the amount of people I've serviced in the last 20 years. It could be 500,000. I have no idea, right? But with my background in the restaurant industry and the training I've done and what I've learned from as far as mistakes go, I think this video could be very valuable to you, especially if you're new going into this versus leave it at the door. Using a hot bag is very important. If you're somebody, I do this myself too, some fishing here. Only way you can do that is by taking good offers. So let's talk about the service we're giving to those customers. First thing you need to do, okay? You got to use your hot bag, your cold bag, treat the food with care, okay? That is very important for two reasons, okay? One, you want to make sure that food is kept warm and safe. There is something called time temperature danger zone. Look it up, and anybody that's worked in the food industry knows exactly what that means. Now, another thing, the handling of it, right? Making sure we're not shaking bags and just throwing it around and throwing it in the floorboard. The handling of it is going to be important because when the customer opens that bag up, right? Now, these are sealed bags, but when they open that bag up, they're going to maybe blame us if it's not right. Okay. Now, most of the time it's going to be on the restaurant, but we are their line of contact, right? So handle that bag with care. Keep it hot, keep it cold. Use a hot bag. The optics of a hot bag while you're taking it to the door or while you're bringing it in, the merchant sees that you have a hot bag. Merchants do like that. Some do, some don't, but most do. when a customer sees you have a hot bag on their Ring camera or they're looking out the window, you know, when you're dropping off these orders, a lot of times the customers know that you're coming. A majority of the time they get notifications, they're looking out the window, they're looking at the
Oh my goodness. This is the same dude that told me during our interview, and everyone inside his chat said, do you really think people are looking at their phones to see when you're coming? Do you really think people are looking at their cameras? Now he's telling you guys that if you do these things, you can make extra. You know why? Because he watches my damn videos. Let's keep going.
You know how you can make extra? Did you take me out? Am I still here? I'm still here. You know how you can make extra? By declining garbage offers.
Flex, you're different. Flex, let me get back to this douchebag telling people what he told them not to do last week.
The Ring camera, they might open the door. It could be a hand to me. We're seeing an increase of those versus leave it at the door. Using a hot bag is very important. If you're somebody, I do this myself too sometimes. I have the hot bag in the car. I take it out of the hot bag, then walk it up to the door. Let the customer know, hey, I kept your food hot. It's hot or it's still cold. I got my hot bag in the car. Real simple little sentence, you know, treat it with care, whatever you want to say. If it's a hand to me and you don't have the hot bag walking to the door, let them know that you used one. Customers will be appreciative of that. Sometimes maybe they'll throw you an extra money, give you a nice 5-star rating, a thumbs up, whatever.
That right there by itself, Flex. That right there by itself, Flex, is everything that I'm saying.
That is way
Come
too much.
on now.
That's too much for me. I don't do none of that shit. And people know. And they got the cool drinks right here, whatever. They didn't even have fucking cup holders. The food is in my back. You know, I don't need to tell nobody I have a hot bag and their food is sitting in my hot bag. You know, I don't.
But Flex, he said himself. He said, I tell the people myself, Flex.
That you do? Is that what he's saying?
He's lying, Flex, though. He's lying. He's right now telling the people what he actually does. He does what I tell people to do. He's hiding behind that stuff and says, no, you're going to make money by doing the opposite, but I will keep exposing his ass.
Robert, let me ask you, why do you care?
Because this person has an influence on a bunch of other people that could be doing good and making more for themselves and not doing that. That's why I care. I'm the people's
making videos about him, just make your videos, you know.
He's the spokesperson. I'm the news channel and he's the spokesperson. If he's the dude that's selling cigarettes to little kids, I gotta do my stuff about him.
Bro, do you see any other news people like kind of like attached?
There is nobody inside. They're all on his side. Rideshare Rodeo is about to do an interview with Yost Malone, and I don't know what he's going to ask him. Why are you doing an interview with a dude who buys subs and he's fake? And I expose the hell out of him. And I said, whoever does an interview with him, why are you doing that? Why? Because they're all on the same side. I'm a person that has to speak out. I care for the people. Whoever is listening, I care for you. Don't listen to these scumbags who I'm showing the videos for. That's why I show the videos.
Dude, how are you gonna say that they're scumbags, bro?
Because he calls everybody else one. So, and everybody else is normal, but he's the opposite. So he's the only scumbag. That's how. Explanation. It's him. He's a scumbag. Look at him. He's sitting there. He did his hair all nice to come and talk to us and tell us the stuff that he said do not do. He's a scumbag. He's stealing stuff. He's stealing stuff from people. And I'll tell you how he's stealing. I've seen John McCallion donate $100 and say, hey, Pedro, let's pay this on. He does a lot of that stuff. He's using people. He's making them.
What are you talking about stealing?
He's stealing man. He's stealing. He's stealing. That's what he does. And he has a whole bunch of people on his side. The whole no tip, no trip, they're all his side. Everyone that he runs with will never come in here.
Bro, I guess I'm on his side too, because
you are not on his side, Flex. I don't even put you on the side. You're in a super metro. They're not on your side. You are independent. You are on an island. I will never side you, Flex.
Bro,
so that's why I can talk to you all day.
You can't say that about people, bro. Just because they're on, like, because they're working work in a different zone, so they're automatically like different? No, it's the same shit. There's the same
People,
garbage
I know
offers
you do this
everywhere.
for content. No, look, LV said you do this for content and my money, my dude. First of all, if you know hot facts, you know that I'm a business owner. I have rules for when I'm monetized on how the questions will be going in because I understand it's a business. You got to watch me before you make certain comments. It is a business. But
I don't.
if your business, LV, is to corrupt the people that are out there who may be 19, 20, 21, and they have hit that ultimatum on how to make money from their household when they can actually go ahead and do something right, change their mindset, because
I
that's
gotta
going to
go.
help. You're turning people into evil people and you're trying to make money off of that. That's not what it is. That's why I go into businesses. I want Pedro to put up one video where he is the only driver inside a location and all the drivers have to go through a drive-through like me. I make that happen because of what I do. That's why I'm working on getting business owners to come and speak on what they want. And they're going to say, hey, we want this, we want this, we want this. This is how we got it. It works out like this for the drivers, for the drivers, for the drivers, and the customers. That's exactly what I am doing. You are getting people trying to hide the whole benefit of being a complete business. And if anyone does not understand a complete business, you shouldn't be doing this and saying you are an independent contractor. First off, whoever's got to disagree with that, step up. Open link for all to speak. This ain't no running game. I will not leave no one in the background. Come up here and say what you got to say. It's right here. It's right here. Come up here and say what you got to say. The app pays the bills. The app pays the bill. Every app has an algorithm. Let's keep going and listening to what this dude is saying, what people should not do, but do what Hot Facts said.
App you're working with, and a gold star or whatever, right? Starting with that is important. It's you have to do that. That's bare minimum. Now, within this food delivery, the next thing is you have to follow instructions. Okay. Look at your instructions. If they're telling you not to knock, don't ring the doorbell. I have dogs, sleeping baby. I'm on a work call or conference call virtually. Leave it at the door. I'll see, follow instructions. Immediately after accepting that offer, okay, you should be looking at those instructions. Or if you're waiting for it at the restaurant, you should be looking at those instructions. And I recommend looking at them 2 or 3 times, because sometimes the word don't or do not or whatever, read it 2 or 3 times so you have 100% knowledge of what they expect of you at that pickup or at that drop off. Now, sometimes customers will say, I need extra this. Can you do this? Can you do that? If you can do it, by all means, do it. Sometimes they might be asking for things that cost money. That's on you. Communicate with the customer, and if they're willing to instructions, and being very short and concise with your questions for the ones that look, saying that you've arrived at the restaurant. So if there's a long drive through, if the lobby's busy, if they haven't even started to order yet, and more people are just...
I can't listen to this dude go over everything that I said. If you make sure you do these things every time, the quality customer will give you more. Something in this dude's head said that that's true. And I'll tell you, UDM just did a damn video, man. Just did a damn video. He's on the outside like Flex. That's why I have never had any ill will towards UDM. I have never had any ill will towards Flex. These are two dudes that I literally, when we're talking about this big world, I have to keep their opinions right there at the top because they're looking at it from 2 separate angles coming in. Everybody else is looking at it like this, but these are two, and they voice themselves on it. Everyone else tries to voice themselves and hide themselves. You guys get what I'm saying about these dudes? You know what I mean? UDM will go on Hannibal's show, which is his friend, and then tell his own friend, no, bro, I did this. Flex will come and say, no, bro, I did this. And guess what? I respect both these dudes because they know what they are doing, what they are doing. They are experts. Everyone is not an expert. Everyone is not an expert. Flex don't need know nothing we're talking about.
Do you agree that an app is an app and it's an app everywhere? And the
I
only
believe
difference,
that
the only,
I
the
believe
only
that an app is
difference,
an app.
the only difference is people that order food. That's the
No,
only
I
difference.
believe that an app is an app, and that you have cross training or international people that use all the apps, and those people will be quality on all of those apps if they use them.
The only difference is the people that order the food.
The
The
same
app,
person will be
the
ordering.
app is the same. The app is designed to do the same shit.
No, right?
It
Because
doesn't look
every
any
app.
different unless it looks unless they're using an iPhone and it looks a little bit different. App is the app. The only difference is people that order food, people that tip and don't tip.
Right. But no, each app is the same as far as how they're doing it and pushing it out. It was so great that Alaska Gigging Guns actually delivered to the Spark dude, and they were so ecstatic. That was so exciting right there. Every app is ran the same on who they want to make sure they want to make sure their top customers get the top people. Every app, it doesn't work. You go to Costco, you got different types of Costco memberships. You got different types of Sam's Club memberships. You have different types of memberships everywhere you go. Why? The customer that has that type of membership, we want to make sure they get exactly all of that. It's the exact same thing all the way around. Roy, look, Roy said he's fighting himself because literally I probably got like 70 hours to get monetized. Roy said he's fighting himself. Roy, don't fight yourself. Bring yourself on up here. Bring yourself on up here. Rick Knight, if you got something to say, come on up. Nicole, come on up. Everybody there, come on up. Come on up. It can't just be me and Flex in that cool car. And if you guys don't know what I mean cool, watch him at night and look at all the lights, how it looks when he's riding at night. And you get to see how that looks. Flex got a cool ride. I wish I could ride like that.
I'm driving.
Shoot, man, these people talking that. But people, all I'm trying to say is if none of that stuff matters, no one will be do a video on it. And like I said, the content creators are going to start doing videos on why you should use service, how you should use your thing to get up to a certain amount to then cherry pick. All of this stuff is going to be coming out right now. It's not a big issue. It is a big issue to me because I've been doing this for 7 years. It's not a big issue because I already knew that the people were going to start doing it. It's
Okay,
just
so
when you're going through a Flex, it's like when you're getting hit in the face, Flex, with it, it's like I can't believe myself, but it's happening. So, but I still got to go through the tornado.
I'm kind of lost. Are you're just getting a little upset or whatever, just because he's saying something that you've been saying?
No, what I'm saying is I have always said that for everyone that's out there, you can make an easy 20 to 25 bucks an hour if you are an average driver. You should make that in your sleep. You should make that in your sleep. What I'm saying is all the things he said to cross your T's and dot your I's are the things that I say continuously in all my videos that will have the percentage of the people who actually care about that to give you extra. So you're going to make extra on these houses. So if he knows that you can do that, why would you not tell people to make sure you do that in all your videos and call them scumbags and all this other stuff to build up this whole thing to make people not go out there and make the most for themselves? All I'm saying is use some of this stuff and you can make better because somebody else is trash and they'll remember you last. Go ahead, Roy.
I don't know if y'all want me on here, man. This is
drop him, Roy. Drop him. I missed you for 3 days. Drop him, Roy.
I'm gonna tell you what I see. I see a bunch of motherfuckers right now that look like high school kids measuring their dicks in the fucking locker room to see who's bigger. This is so fucking retarded. All I see is a bunch of unhumble motherfuckers. I'm happy that you have your channel. Your channel is doing well, Robert. But from what I've been seeing lately, we're getting the big head syndrome. I appreciate everything you put out, everything you help these people with on a daily basis. And this is not just you, but we're letting it go to our head. Why can't we just be proud of what we've done? We don't got to do these videos constantly. Well, look what he did. I've been doing this. Why can't we just have some pride that, hey, we've done that. I don't need to fight these motherfuckers because I know what I've done. My subscribers know what I've done. Why do we got to keep throwing it up? And this goes for Pedro, Hannibal, UDM, all these motherfuckers with these big ass fucking heads that think they know it. Fuck all. It's either their word or no word. This shit's getting fucking ridiculous. Nobody knows how to read this fucking algorithm. That's like trying to line up 20 chicks and guess which one's going to scrape your dick with their teeth because you have some secret method of knowing that. This is the retardedest shit right now. It's like, can't anybody just be proud to know that what they did, they don't got to come out here bragging all the fucking time. They got to come out here, I did this, I did that. Come on. I know they dogged you. They've dogged me, but I've learned to let that shit go. Fuck that. I do my thing. I come out. I'll make my money the way I want to make it. I'll use my techniques, your techniques, Flex's techniques. I watch everybody's shit because you can learn from everybody. And it's not this whole thing of everybody fighting and, letting this shit go their fucking head. Can't we just be proud that, hey, I'm out here helping other people, whether fucking Pedro likes it or not, whether Flex likes it or not, whether I like it or not. Just take pride in our shit without having to throw it up in everybody's fucking face all the time. This is what I don't understand with everybody right now. I don't, make your money how you want to make your money. I don't give a fuck. It's all, at the end of the day, it's your money. Do it how you do it and be happy at that end of the day. Help the people you need to help. But this constantly throwing shit up in everybody's fucking face, at this point, it's like, what makes you better than them? Because you're doing the same exact bullshit that they're doing. They're doing the same shit. They're dogging you for what you say. You're dogging them for what they say. You're throwing it up in their face. They're throwing it up in your face. What makes you any better? We got to be better people. If people don't understand what we're doing or they don't want to understand what we're doing, fuck them. Fuck them. Help the people in your channel that want to do it your way, want to earn your way. If it helps them, it helps them. Who gives a fuck what they think at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying?
I get you, Roy, and this is my manhood that comes in with that stubborn part. That stubborn part that we all got. You know what I'm saying? This is where I know what percentage I'm doing to throw in. I know for a fact that I could easily look this way, but I'm only human, man. When I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, man, you guys it's like y'all just keep stomping. And if I don't say nothing, it's like it's other people out there that might think that, oh, he ain't saying nothing. And you know what? I get it because what I played into, I can't be mad that Roy said that. And that's why I said, Roy, come up here and say something because I'm playing into it too. I'm playing into it. I'm playing into it. I have not been able to, that little chip that's on the shoulder that keeps telling me to, you know what I'm saying? I have not been able to just leave it there and act like the wind's not going to do it by itself. You know what I mean? I can admit that.
We got to be big. We got to be the bigger men here and say, hey, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know the people I'm helping. I get subscribers in here. My channel's blowing up. I get comments every day. Hey, I'm learning more. I'm making more money by what you're saying. We should be proud of that shit. Not having to fight with fucking ding-dongs halfway across the fucking country that don't even live in. Everybody's in totally different markets.
See, I gotta stop caring about a bunch of people, I feel like, Roy, because I'm like, I call myself the people's champ because how I am when I'm out there. And I'm just trying to, maybe I'm spreading myself out there a little too much to try to speak for everyone that can't get a chance to speak. Maybe y'all should grow another pair and start speaking for yourselves. And I don't got to do it like this sometimes, but that's where I get in.
No, you can be a champion. You can be the champion for the people, but we don't got to do it. We don't got to do it fighting back and forth with this bullshit. But this bullshit.
The whole thing is, we say the low tippers, non-tippers, no tip, no trip bullshit, blah blah blah. And Robert says opposite. You miss an opportunity. You're missing a golden opportunity. This is where the whole fucking crisscross happens. He says that. He says this. He's missing out on this. Who is he to tell him that? Blah, blah, and it's back and forth. And that's what it is.
Let me move that logo off your face, Flex. I don't like to see a red sign on your face while I'm talking to you. Let me go ahead and move that. There you go.
But at the end of the day, whether it's a no tip, no trip,
But
whatever the fucking case
that's
may
what it
be.
really comes down to, though.
At the end of the day,
Even
just do what you want to do. Do it
I
your
know.
way, in your way. You're
I
making
know,
the
that's
money.
what I'm saying. Even when I say it, Robert would say, "You're in a different area. You're in a metro area."
I don't count flex, man. Roy, I will never count flex. I will never flex knows. I don't even count flex for nothing because he's where he's an expert of where he is.
Well, that's what you can't. It's hard to put flex in the mix because flex is in a super good market. Look, the same market as Kim is in for the most part. They got a bomb ass market.
You can't say
They're
super
getting
good because I don't always get good super offers.
But you can turn down $1 million, flex. These people would want all the orders that you're turning down.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of people that live in in the middle of nowhere to where you're not gonna get any offers. And what the fuck is this fucking cunt?
But that's why you're different, flex. That's why Roy just said and I said you're in a super metro, super good. That's why we can't even put you in no type of conversation. You are what people would die to be able to turn down as many orders as you turn down in one day. They don't even know what that feels like. You know what I mean? They don't even know what that feels like. So I can't put you with everybody else, flex, just off of GP because I know what it is. And if I did that, that would be wrong because there would be some people out there who live in these areas where they definitely don't get that, and they're trying to judge themselves based off of what you do. So I try to make sure that they know don't put flex in anything because he's super metro area.
Well, he can give his point of view and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, yeah, he does 100, 200 declines. Shit, I'll be lucky if I decline 5 in an hour. I'll be sitting in my spot. I'll be lucky if I decline 5. I get 5 an hour that I decline because my market isn't nowhere near as good as his. He's getting bombarded with fucking, like you said, orders on a daily where he can do that, and that's cool. That's because he's in that market. But at the end of the day, all it boils down to is do what's best for you, follow the advice you want to follow, and this goes to the subscribers, and make the money how you want to make the money, pay your bills. But this whole fighting back and forth shit, it's fucking. I'm laughing at it at the same time, but like Flex is getting pissed off with it. He was like fired up this morning. I'm kind of fired up with it too because it's like a pissing match. Who can piss the furthest? And it's like at the end of the day, you got everybody fighting everybody, and we're all supposed to be in this community together and shit. Everybody's doing these videos about, oh, let's bring the community together. And all I see is it being torn apart more and more by the people that are claiming to bring it together. And that's fucking retarded. That is retarded to me over some stupid shit.
I hate it when someone says something real like that because I have to include myself in part of that, and I try to exclude myself, but I'm absolutely right up in there because I'm the spokesperson to People's Champ, so I'm right up in there on what he's saying. And it's crazy because the things that I am trying to help put back into the game, how I'm putting it into the game aggressively, some people will see it as if I'm trying to tear it down also. And I get what Roy is saying right there. I appreciate that, Roy, because that was real talk. I appreciate that.
It's got somebody's got to be the bigger man and step the fuck away and say, you know what? Fuck what they think. You know, they're not, like I said, 3F rules. They ain't feeding you, fucking you, or financing you. So their opinions at the end of the day means dick. What Robert does on his channel is making Robert subscribers. It's making Robert money. It's doing what Robert needs it to do to help the community. If your community doesn't want to listen to their bullshit, then they don't have to go to their bullshit. So, you know, same with theirs. They don't want to come to your shit. Don't come to your shit. But this constant fighting back and forth over the same fucking thing we're all trying to do, which is make our own money, have a good time doing it. At what point does it not become fun for anybody anymore? Because every video we see nowadays is this dickhead, he's a dickhead, he's a liar, he's calling me this one's calling me. At what point do we just say, you know, how about we just don't watch nobody's content anymore? Because all it is bickering over stupid shit that at the end of the day means dick. It ain't gonna fill your pockets anymore. You know what I'm saying? So what's the point? So at some point you're gonna lose people. You know, we all love Robert's content. I'm always gonna watch your content, but you're gonna lose people because at some point they're gonna be like, all this guy wants to do is talk about negative shit. this guy wants to talk about negative shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
you know, and it looks, you know, it just to me,
I got you, Roy.
It's a bad look right now on everybody's part.
Well, let me ask you this, Roy. I got Flex's opinion on the comment on the video, and then here, let me ask you this: Would UDM went out there because he's someone that says, I look at how much the money is, and that's gonna let me know if I should accept it or not. By him being on that wing to where he's not looking at no tip, no trip, he's just looking at if the dollars are right, I'm taking it, right? So for someone on that side to do an unbiased and then speak about a video and says, hey, this actually happened and it's never happened in my whole life and I'm a content creator. What do you guys say about that right there?
Well, yeah, it's possible that maybe, from what I hear, he's on a pilot program too, from what I hear. But at the same time, maybe it's true in his market. Maybe he's never seen the bigger orders, but he's never went and done this much DoorDash before. He's already said, I've never done this much DoorDash at one time. So can he really say that, well, in the past he hasn't done it enough to get what he's getting now? Now that he's doing it, he's getting more? Of course.
BJ orders are not hidden tips. Unless you're picking it up, it's already shopped. The ones that you have to shop for, they show up as a full payment.
Yeah. And if he figures out something, or he thinks, yeah, or if he figures out something, or he thinks he's figured out something, feel free to share it with people. Who gives a shit? Like I said, it's up to the people to decide. Do they want to believe it? Do they want to try it out for themselves? But we shouldn't be calling him a fucking clown. We shouldn't be calling anybody a clown for them spreading information that they have noticed in their own market that might turn around at the end of the day and help other people. We shouldn't say shit about him. Okay, at the end of the day, it's his belief. He's doing it. This is what he's seeing, and he's sharing with people what he's seeing in his experiment, and people want to cut him down for it. It's same like they want to cut you down for your customer service ideas. Same way, Pedro's got the biggest fucking head right now. There's nothing you can say to Pedro. Pedro thinks he's the king and messiah of every fucking body. And nothing that he can do no wrong or say no wrong, plain and simple. So even talking about Pedro, it doesn't matter because he thinks he knows it fucking all, and he says that in his videos. I'm the only one that's done this. I'm the only one that's done that. Come on, that shit is blowing his fucking head up. And
if you guys don't like Roy and Real Talk with Roy, head over there right now, hit subscribe. Oh man, look, Roy has kept it real with me. He has kept it real with Flex. He has kept it real with UDM. He has kept it real with anyone who was a scumbag, backstabber, who don't know nothing. He has kept it real with everyone right here today. If you don't like Roy, I don't know what it is. Subscribe. Go ahead, Roy.
It's just that too many people letting this shit go their head. Like they get some subscribers and it's like, oh, I'm the shit. Motherfuckers are hanging out at my every word and they're letting that shit do this. Instead of being more humble about it, I would be more humble about it. Hey, I'm doing a good job. I see it every day. I don't have to brag about my accomplishments. Like back in the day, I used to fuck strippers all the fucking time. Do I come on here all the time and brag about it? Oh, I've had bitches 10 times better looking than you, sucking my dick on a nightly basis. I don't do that kind of shit. I don't need the recognition from people to do what I do. Like Flex, he doesn't need the recognition. He goes out, does his job, shows you guys, hey, this is what I did, boom, and he's done with it. He doesn't come on there every motherfucking day and say, yeah, bitches, I'm the only one in here driving, showing my driving every motherfucking day, blowing it up. He doesn't do that. There's no reason to brag about your accomplishment. Your bragging should be done in your comment section. It should be done with your subscriber count, your comment section. That's where you should be getting your bragging rights from. You shouldn't have to come on here and try to justify everything you do by bragging about it on a fucking daily basis. Because at that point, you just got the big ass head and you're looking for people to kiss your ass, at the end of the day. And that's not cool. People need to humble them fucking selves and realize that, it's crazy.
No, you all the way good. You all the way good. And people, I don't know if you understand. Roy used to be in the MC, Roy understands, what he's saying, and people, I'm not from an MC. Understand what the big homie, I'm gonna say to what the big homie is saying right now, and what I am gonna do from what the big homie is saying is ease back a little bit. That's what he's trying to tell me and other people out there. If you got your stuff out there, but just ease back a little bit. Ease back. The more, and I get it, the more that we put out, and people, if you haven't noticed that the past few days I haven't dropped as many ride-alongs, simply because I know when I'm doing a ride-along, I know that when I get up here and speak, I don't have to show a ride-along to talk about what I was trying to put out there. So I'm easing up on trying to take some of the content back from forcing it down to make someone do these things where I can get up here and just have an open dialogue to where it's more of people coming in and speaking about it than having just like this. So you can go back, people, you can go back and check. I have been easing up on doing the 3 ride-alongs a day, and I've been trying to scale that back because you got to understand, when you get people that Roy's not one of my family members, he's not my brother. I'm talking about biologically. You guys know what I mean. I didn't grow up with Roy my whole life, but that's why I said people just listen to what he says. I take a lot of what the man says because I understand what he's saying on a larger scale. You know what I mean? So I agree with everything the man just said.
I'm picking up an order for Pedro, yo.
I kind of ease up on my fire back. It's like Roy said, he gonna start a swear jar. People, do you know how hard it is for me not to send the fire back instantly? You know what I mean? Like, Roy, we and you are dealing in the same group. Once I hear something, it's hard for me, Roy. It's like you get that you're like, I can't stop it sometimes. And I'm gonna admit that.
And to be honest with you, I used to be the same way because they all would say the same shit about me. And I've heard I've heard some of the shit in Pedro's videos talk about, well, if you don't even fucking dash, you shouldn't even say anything. Like mine not. So who else doesn't really dash? That's me. Who goes in these shit that don't really dash? That's me. So I'm pretty sure that's a little kick towards me. But am I making a daily video about it? No. And let me tell you something. Just because I haven't dashed for 4 months because it's been hot as fuck here, the DoorDash hasn't changed that much. That in 4 months, an accept and decline button has changed that much in 4 fucking months for me not to be able to speak on something. You know what I'm saying? But maybe my mindset comes from the fact that I almost died twice. So I don't look at things as these minute, stupid fight shit. I fight to survive. That's my thing.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Roy would have made the youngsters come up with no respect when they come into the party. The ones that didn't know nothing would have walked out, and then Roy would have had like 5 young dudes following him all day trying to learn some game.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, with all this bickering back and forth, all you do is feeding the monster. Stop feeding the monster dies. You know what? Let him talk all the shit he wants about you. Be the bigger man. Say, come on your channel. Be the bigger man. Just do your shit. Let him talk all the fucking shit he wants.
Pedro, I'm giving you this from Roy. This is from Roy to me, speaking to me. People, if you are out there watching, your boy HotFacts is about to ease up on Pedro. And today is what, the 21st? My wife's birthday is the 22nd. I'm not going to forget this day. I'm about to ease up on Pedro, people. And he's probably going to try to push my button and say stuff in videos, but I'm about to try to ease all the way up on coming back what it is, because people, when we get up here and have an open link, I can get everyone to speak, and that should be enough there. And I'm going to do that from there.
Because at the end of the day, you got people that you like. There's this thing with YouTube that I've noticed. No matter how bad of something you do, you're always going to have somebody riding your nuts. So you could be the worst, evilest person in the world, and people are still gonna ride your nuts. So at the end of the day, talking shit about Pedro ain't gonna change the way these brain dead motherfuckers are. They're just gonna follow and like praise him like Almighty Messiah. Just like Jim Jones killed 100 people with Kool-Aid, same bullshit. And at the end of the day, it's making it, you know, kind of making people look at you as like, well, what the fuck makes Robert any different than Pedro? He's looking the same way, getting a big head, talking the same. At the end of the day, I'd rather be with the man, the guy that's the bigger man. At the end of the day, I'd rather come to see the bigger man at the end of the day, doing what he said he was going to do when he came on this channel, which was help the people, not bicker back and forth with somebody over there that's got a big head syndrome, or so that's what I want to see. I want to see the bigger motherfucking man. And Rev, I think, wants to talk.
Yeah, I saw his face. He looked like he wants to say something. I saw his face.
It's a shame to our community, men, when somebody have a perspective versus experience. Now, let's think about this thing for a second. Everybody ego tripping, toes being stepped on, information being exposed the way it should be. And I'm gonna say it like this here. You three may not agree. The London Bridge has fallen down. And I'm gonna tell you why. There is corruption in the gig economy. We have proved it. Now, since we have identified the problem, it's time to bring solutions to the problem. Because if I have an experience and I did my case study, and if you haven't tried my experience, Flex, then you don't have nothing to say about it. You feel what I'm saying? And vice versa with me. Flex market, I can't speak on it and never will. You feel what I'm saying? His technique work, his method work. So keep working your thing. Now, the thing that we need to address is, why is it we having these problems and why these problems are not being resolved? First, we got to come together. Number one. Number two, we ought to be able to have a real conversation with one another. Throw the egos out the window for a minute. Throw the pride out the window for a minute. And we all need to humble ourselves and listen and learn from one another. Minds sharpen minds, men sharpen men, where we can get better at what we do. Now, my question is, why is everybody angry with the word top dasher? Why is it making everybody so angry? I can tell you why. I can tell you why. In my community, when I mention the word top dasher, pay attention now. I'm not getting ready to take this and take that and take this. Hold up. Wait a minute. You never thought about cherry picking as a top dasher? Take your cherry picking to another level. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This goes for my viewers, your viewers, your viewers, and your viewers. It goes for every content creator. We have a responsibility to bring forth the things that will help all of us make money. What we forgot is the pandemic last year had them numbers going through the roof. Everybody doing everything they can, especially in these smaller markets, to try to make them numbers that Flex make. Some can make it here, others can't. It's ridiculous. We say it's ridiculous how it's happening on here. It's just as ridiculous when we out here, when you got drivers following one another. Uber Eats drivers stealing DoorDash drivers' food. When the DoorDash drivers coming, it's gone, and vice versa.
We got that going on here. No, we got that going on here.
Somebody got to address it. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody got to address it. And I'm going to address the corruption of the gig economy. I'm finna blow some minds. When I blow some minds, there's going to be some people upset, but it's going to start making you think, though. It's not tearing nobody down. because we're supposed to make the right decisions to make better opportunities so we can maximize our earnings to make a profit. Then we need to try to see, can we invest this money in other means of streams of income? Ladies and gentlemen, see, it's time for us to be men. Paul said, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I acted as a child, and I did things as a child. Once I became a man, and I'm paraphrasing this now, I had to put away them childish things. Yes, this is going to separate the men from the boys. It's going to separate. It's going to separate the veterans from the rookies. It's going to expose a lot of content creators that put out information. That's what I mean when I said the London Bridge is falling down. We need the truth, people. No, it's not going to feel good. We got to swallow our pride. I don't think we know how to do it as men. We got a problem being humble. Well, I'm getting ready to say this and then I'm going to be through with it and do my thing. Humbleness isn't the sign of weakness. It's the sign of strength, man. It's the sign of strength. And I'm going to add one more ego tripping because because all this ego tripping about each other, pride, YouTube authority presence, don't mean anything once people can't get value from the content anymore. That's all I got to say, man. I salute Flex. I salute Reese. I salute Roy. I thank you for being on.
And I'm going to add one thing on to what Rev said.
Hold on, Mr. Jadakiss. That's still in the process. I'm still going to be eating some fries.
And I'm going to add one thing to what Rev said about the forgetting something. Forgetting something. The people that make you are we're forgetting who we do this for. That's the subscribers. And right now, everything's being done to put this person down, that person down. The only people at the end that lose is the subscribers because they're coming here to learn. And it's like, just because we're grown-ass adults, it's not like we can't teach them to be better grown adults. And right now, with everybody acting like a fucking teenager, you're making your subscribers, turning them into fucking teenagers because they're going to this room talking shit. They're going to that room talking shit. We need to show them that we are the bigger men at the end of the day and realize who we do this for. And that's the subscribers, not because I want to look better on capping on Pedro or I want to look better throwing shots at fucking UDM. At the end of the day, we got to remember who makes us. Who makes us? The subscribers make us. They come to see us and learn from us. And if we're teaching them or people are teaching them to act like a fucking 2-year-old teenager, they're not gaining it. They're not gaining anything at the end of the day. So,
I'm mad as hell. Roy just came in speaking like a damn parent right now because Roy is like we can be my biggest brother right there. But I'm gonna tell you this: what Roy is saying is that literally, like the past 2 weeks though, it should have been like the thing with Cody and Autumn on going back and out on the video. I'm going back and thinking now that was something that should have never happened, and that happened with this whole gig thing. A kidney happened, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't get a kidney because the gig world's more important than you getting a kidney. Are you serious? Like I did, just good listening to what he said. That's crazy right there. That it went to someone saying that you don't do this order and we don't like what you say. We're not gonna help you get a kidney for your wife. Like that. You don't think about it, but Roy's just saying some stuff right now and got me thinking. Stuff's flying through my head.
That's some fucked up shit. I don't agree with that. Not a single fucking bit. I don't know.
But at the end of the day, even Cody needs to realize you got to let it go. You got to let it go. You can't keep burning the same bridge because guess what? It's never going to grow back. So got to let it go. Move the fuck forward. And once again, be the bigger person. Yeah, somebody fucked you. Trust me. I've been fucked multiple times in my life. So we've all been there. We've all had somebody do something that ruined something great for us. Unfortunately, we got to move fucking past it. I know it's hard, but we got to move past it and realize that, hey, life is still going to go forward and there's still other opportunities we can look forward to and try and do what we need to do instead of keep falling back on the same old shit every day. I don't want to ever go back to my past. I don't want to go back to my past. I want to go to fuck the future. I want to look at the future. And if you're living in the past, you're never gonna go. You're never going forward. So we gotta let the shit in the past go. I know it hurts, but you gotta let it go. And that's something. Again, I like Cody. You know, I have no issues with Cody, but he needs to let that shit go. And take care of his wife. But worrying about what could have been and what needs to be, and that's what he needs to focus on. Not focus on what fucking Steve did. Not focus on that. Focus on like working with getting your wife's shit done now instead of worrying about what Steve did. You know,
right? I know what you're saying with the comments. It's the comments because you know he's still. I think he's still in that fiery range to where, you know, he just don't know what the hell to do right now. He just like, I got to just throw him. But, you know, like, man, I can't even speak for him, you know, dealing with that. All I can, you know what I mean? But I know it. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm glad you said something because I didn't know how to say something, you know what I mean? And Roy did that. So that shut me up there. So, yep.
It's going to take a little time for him. You know what I'm saying?
I got to
every man have his tolerance level. Every man have his tolerance level of what he'll put up with, what he won't put up with.
And speak on the phone.
Yeah,
that's what needs to happen. And not
it's going to take
fucking about it.
It's going to take. I agree, but it's going to take some time. They don't need to do it right now. They got to give each other space. It's my best suggestion and recommendation right now. Yeah. You know, because like I said, same thing that happened with UDM and Pedro. They got to have some space. And like I said, you know, if they ever talk again, that's on them. If they don't, that's still on them. You know, but we got to learn how to grow up and be bigger and better in certain situations. But when a person ego got bruised or they have been hurt, it changes a person. Sometimes for better and sometimes for worse. I'm gonna use this example and then I'm gonna be gone. I have kinfolks, relatives, cousins, uncles, and stuff. The best way to keep harmony in my family was for me to stay away from those troublemakers. You see, but people still living, people still enjoying their life. There's no bloodshed among my family members. Because when I lost my mama when she passed away, I was ready to fight all of my uncles. They felt like, oh, we can pick at him now. We can pick at him. I was ready to go to war with him, and it was going to be some more funerals. So I decided after that, the best way to keep peace is sometimes you got to separate yourself from people. Just like the team that I had. All of these conflicts of issues that we got now, I had it with my team.
Right. You only got one team left, Rev. You only got one team left, Rev.
Yep. And that's all that matters too.
And that's all that matters.
We down with each other. That's all that matters. But see, that's the way it works sometimes.
Yeah, I swear he could pass off as Jada kisses.
Go ahead, Flex.
hey, Flex, you hear? I put a beat behind him.
You got another job out there, I swear, bro.
I'm telling you, Flex, you put that beat behind him.
Don't make that come to your neighborhood, man, and show you how it's done. Flex all good with me, man. He good people though, but don't make me have to come to your neighborhood and show you how it's done.
I'm gonna tell you guys this for everyone else that may be watching this show. We were talking about if you did not understand the bottom line of what we're talking about. We're talking about the stubbornness of men. If you want me to put this out there, we're talking about the stubbornness of men. And we are a bunch of different dudes talking about different levels of stubbornness. And if you are a young dude that's a hothead and you listen to us OGs talk right now, you may have learned something. If you are someone trying to pick out the wrong on what we said, you're going to go out there and have a little bit more wrong going on in your life. But this whole thing is the stubbornness of men. And when I mean men, I just turned 40. Okay. Now, if you younger people are 21, 22, they way older than me. And yeah, we are talking freely. We are speaking freely, and take what you get from this to help yourself. You know, that's why I like doing this also. I like to have some women sprinkled in to give a little bit of that, but I like to have I'm gonna be sexist, women. I would like to have more men, some young men getting some of this knowledge right here, because if you can get grown men admitting on how they can ease back and what we got to do and things like that, that's something that the younger ones watching this can take in and do with. Okay, so that's what it is there. If you guys are watching Hot Facts for specifically gig work, just know that during this whole thing we talk about everything. All right, we talk about everything and we'll make it relate to whatever it is you got going on out there. All right, so this is Mr. Flex. If you guys do not know, if you guys are some people that like to cook and clean or move around the house and do things, fix stuff, you can put on Mr. Flex. He always has music playing, and all you have to do is do your own thing. You know what I mean? Very easy to watch. When I first got in here, Flex, I don't know if you remember, one of the first questions I said, Flex, you told me to watch your channel and I didn't know what I was looking at. That was one of the very first things I asked you. That was a long time ago. And then I had to learn, oh, shoot, Flex does this. I figured out what he does. And once I told Flex, once I verbally said it to him, he kind of understood. Flex is my radio station. When I drive people, when I wake up, I'm in California. So when he's driving, his music, I don't have to turn on the radio to listen. He's already got his thing going on because he's 3 hours ahead. So Flex is already in full playing mode. So when I'm driving, I'm like, okay, I got to get to where he is. So I listen to Flex. So you guys may not know what I'm talking about, but if you understood what I'm talking about, go ahead and check in the Flex right there. And we got the DoorDash revolution right here. If you don't know what revolution means, he will tell you. Go ahead and look up the word revolution. Go ahead and look up the word DoorDash and this other stuff, and you will figure out what it is that he does. What he will not do is give you the fake and the funk. Like Flex said, he might be Jadakiss hidden in there somewhere. He might be. Listen to the words, people, because they are powerful words. Some people may say it's taking too long. So what? It's a masterpiece that's coming out. You got to listen, okay? You got to listen. That's for all you young heads that don't want to listen to your OGs. Listen to us, okay? We got some stuff, and I don't even know everything. I teach on what I can speak on, and that's it. I had to make that
my experience. I go by my experience.
Go by your experience. Flex, where you driving right now? Let the people know which streets you're what neighborhood you're in. Right now. What neighborhood are you in?
What do you mean? I'm not doxing myself. What's wrong with you?
I think that's top secret.
That's top secret.
All you motherfuckers need to know, I signed into Elizabeth to work, and that's it. That's my sign-in fucking. Elizabeth Square, Detroit, New York. Who fucking knows? You guys know where I work. No,
I only did that, Flex, just to show that you ain't no rookie out there. You get these young dudes. My location, I'm right here. You idiot. The hell?
Yeah, no, I don't give out my exact fucking locations. I don't want. I don't want no trolling.
Pia said, "What state? Pia said you're in the Garden State."
It's not about being greedy, sharing offers type of thing. It's just from because I'm always online, and I'm trying to avoid being trolled or like somebody calling a store or something, doing something stupid, malicious.
Yeah,
just trying to avoid shit like that.
Yeah.
Not that I encountered. I don't want to encounter.
Right. I got you. I got you, Flex. I got you.
So I can relate. My camera angle is only like showing so much because I don't even want to show so much.
Right. I got you all the way there now. I want to show you guys this video I saw.
I can relate.
This video was this video I got earlier. It's from 2 weeks ago, but I'm surprised I've never seen this. there's a trio of boys that look like teenagers that punch a 6-year-old girl and take her razor scooter. Have you guys seen that? Have any of you guys seen? Okay. We are about to check this out real quick. I thought that this might be interesting to share. Let me hit mute.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
The 3 teen boys in this video from Williamsburg, police say they punched a 6-year-old in the chest and then stole her scooter. Now they are wanted by officers. News 4's Erica Byfield is live in Williamsburg, where she spoke to neighbors about this crime. Erica, what goes through my mind is, why would somebody do something like this?
Jen, we heard so many neighbors asking us that same question today. Police are telling us that that little girl is going to be okay. But again, as you mentioned there, Jen, so many people are asking why anybody would steal from a child.
What is going on with the world? I mean, how could you stoop so low?
Police say that this trio did on the corner of Throop Avenue and Bartlett Street in Brooklyn last week.
I'm speechless because 6 years old.
This is an angle of video that you'll only see on News 4. You see a guy on a bike. His buddies come up behind him. This is Thursday, July 28th, around 5:50 in the afternoon. Eventually, those teens turn left. Detectives say that seconds later, they encountered a 6-year-old girl. One of them punched her in the chest. Then the other two swooped in and stole her Razor scooter. The video picks up again as they race down Thorpe. One guy has that scooter in his hands.
I think it's crazy how a little girl came and ride a scooter, like just to have fun. But it's crazy how troublemakers just want to start that for no reason. I feel like it's sad. It's crazy.
All right, now I'm not gonna say too much about that, but what do we do with the parents? Those are teenage kids. And Tanner Markley, you are the Razor scooter spokesperson and everything. A little girl 2 weeks ago got punched in the face and they stole her $30 Razor scooter. Tanner Markley, I know you were doing the amusement parks and doing your thing. If you get this, please check into it, since you are the Razor scooter spokesperson and you do all the tricks. And Tony Ferguson has a fight coming up. That's his fighter also. So Tanner Markley, you are the spokesperson for Razor. If once you get this, please do something for that little girl. Get her scooter back, because she was punched in the face by some teenage boys. And please help. What do you guys think about that video there? That story there? 3 boys and a 6-year-old girl. Go ahead, it's open.
Go ahead, Flex. Go ahead and put some sauce on that for me.
Dude, I wasn't here. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, Flex. All right. So there were 3 teenage boys who stole a little girl's Razor scooter and punched her in the face. She was 6 years old. The video showed them. Yeah, the video showed them stealing the scooter and running after they punched her. Tanner Markley is the spokesperson for Razor scooter, and I'm trying, so I want to do that. Hopefully, you can hear about that. You know what I mean, and do something good for her.
I mean, at that point, you should just contact the fucking company of the Razor and just have it fucking.
No, right. But I'm a content creator, and I know that he is the spokesperson. Tanner, if you watch this video, go ahead and try to find that.
He could technically get one for her.
Yeah,
they're not that expensive. They're only like $50 or so.
Yeah, he's the sponsor. He does the tricks and everything. But teenage boy, 6-year-old girl, punched her in the face and stole a scooter.
Yeah, they caught the kids, right? The parents were definitely buy new scooter, perhaps like.
Now, if you are the dad of one of those boys, let's say you didn't punch the girl, but you were with the boys. What do you do as the dad, as one of the boys that got caught for punching a 6-year-old girl?
Grab him like this, and you hold him until the cops get him.
Oh yeah.
You just grab him like this, and you hold him, like that. So he doesn't go nowhere.
Oh yeah. What you got to say, Rev? What you got to say on that one, Rev?
Okay, I think you would have fucking performed the fucking body kick of the kid if somebody would have,
Man, I
you
would
know.
have did something for the. I would have did something for the kid. I wasn't there, but that was nuts. Revolution. What you
You
got to
never
say
know.
on this?
If you witness as a parent something happening like that, you never know what you could do. You could always say,
Oh, true, true. I can go in parent mode and fuck one of them kids up, is what
because
you're saying. Yeah.
I could see you because the way you reacted to the little pooches, bro.
People, if you have not seen the video, go ahead, go to my shorts. The little dogs came on
Hold
out.
on, bro. I'm a That shit was funny.
That's why I put it up, because when I watched it back, I was like, "Oh, I gotta put this up." My wife said they're gonna talk about you. I said, "Oh well." I said, "Oh well." Let them talk about me. The revolution. Spit your facts on that situation with these kids and the Raider scooter, and how that looked in your eyes.
That lets you know right there what type of society we were living in. I know that might not be the answer you're looking for, but it reminds me of why we need to pay more attention to our children at that age. If you have, they have siblings, have their siblings, be around them to try as much as they can to, be there. That presence can sometimes avoid a lot of situations like that. And then we have to start teaching our children how to be aware of certain things. I think sometimes that parents, we buy certain high name brand stuff, because we want our children to have the best or have the things we didn't have. We want to give them a better life than what we have. But we have to be reminded of the different areas that we live in society, how people act when they feel like someone got something better than them. And we have to teach them and educate them on how not to always wear certain things or enjoy. You trying to just enjoy having a good time on your bike. That's what she was trying to do. The mother ones was like, no, we're going to take it instead. Now, when you have that mindset that you want to see somebody have something that you don't, it's only a matter of time that that's going to come back on you. And I'm not using the word karma because I don't believe in karma. I believe that if you sow a seed, you're going to reap the harvest. That's how I was taught. So we got to prepare our children for what society is now. I did an order, and I'm going to tie it into what we're talking about right now. And I never thought that children would even game the system as a DoorDash customer. I picked up a piece of order. It was 3 other drivers waiting on the same order. All of them declined it. And I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get this order because I need to know what's going on with it. I'm gonna make a long story short because I'm gonna do the YouTube video on it. And it's gonna be a lesson that we need to learn and be awareness of. And it said leave at the door. I dropped a piece of there and I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. I gotta knock on this door and find out who this is that's scamming DoorDash and scamming not only the DoorDash itself, the restaurant, but also the delivery driver. 2 kids came to the door. The little boy had the phone. The girl, she looked at him and she slid across the room like that. He had his hand right on the phone. I seen the DoorDash. He recognized that I was paying attention to it. He heard and turned that app off. Then when they got the pizza, as soon as she shut the door, she was like, we got them again. We got 2 pieces. 7 and 8 years old. People, it's different than when we was coming up in certain areas.
Red, I'm gonna push pause on you really quick. I'm about to run to the bathroom, so if I don't come in and moderate, I gotta go pee. And I've been holding this thing for an hour. I just have to say it before I run off screen so everybody knows why I'm running off.
All right. So I think that we have to pay more attention to our children. Wait a minute now. This is a funny looking order right here. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to part too. Hold on. This don't look right. This don't look right. Let's see. Nope. Not taking that one. Not taking that one. What, everybody left me in here by myself? That's crazy. All right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna get off that subject, ladies and gentlemen. Look like I'm the only one on here right now. I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. I had a piece of order just then. 20 items from PJ's. $6.75. Okay, the trick to it was when I looked at it, it had 14 packets of sauce in 2 pieces. So I didn't take that. It was going 15 miles. Those are the type of offers you got to know how to cherry pick. Those are the offers you got to learn how to cherry pick. I guess he put it on pause. I don't know. I might be still talking to y'all. But those are the type of orders you got to cherry pick. I'm looking at another one. Hold on.
Woo, I'm back now. Woo, you don't know what a few bottles of these waters will do to you. You take your B complex. What that B complex does with water, people, it puts you in the Indian dance all day long. That's what it does. And I have to go what we say in California, old school in the 90s. I have to go drain the weasel. And that's what I did right there. Regurgitation is, yeah. But what I did do was I stopped by my kitchen right now, people. I am possibly going to do I have tilapia right here. I got tilapia, or should I do pork chops or tilapia? Pork chops or tilapia? What should I do, people? Pork chops or tilapia? You guys let me know what I should get down on tonight, and I'm gonna do it. If I do pork chops, I'm gonna be caught up in between smothered or fried. I might do fried and smothered because I like to eat on Sundays.
Why is it or? Why is it always or? Why can't it be both?
That's what I'm finally, my man. You know why, Flex? Because when you got a wife, why you always making all that food? Why you gotta make all the food? You know, Flex, I think like you. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I want to have some column A, some column B. Let me go ahead and just do it in Flex. Woo, she might be mad tonight. I think I'm gonna do both. She just might be mad tonight. I gotta put my foot down on food and my tummy. I gotta put the foot down when it comes to my tummy. She just might be mad tonight. Because I know for a fact these chops, I can do some wonders with those. And see this tilapia right here. See, I can do this, man. See, I can do that. I'm gonna do that healthy for her. Do that healthy with all the other stuff. And
those beef ribs I had from yesterday was amazing. I don't know if you see the picture on my community page. I'll put it up on my community page. See if you pull it up into the screen.
Okay, let me go right now. People, you don't even know what y'all talking about. And if you guys didn't see, I put up that someone in Pedro's area got carjacked doing pizza.
That's gonna be my new spot from now on. I go for beef ribs.
Okay, let me go to Mr. Flex. Oh, why did I put Flex and not a Mr. in front? That never happens. Bam, let's go here on your community post. Oh, Flex, say I want. You know what? I'm about to show you guys. What. Oh, he's cheating. He's cheating. That's bomb right there. That is bomb right there.
Yeah, I hear you, Ghost. I hear you loud and clear.
All right. For those of you who do not see what I'm talking about right here, let me go ahead and put us there. Flex is talking about that right there. Now look, this is the short rib here, right? The short rib, the potatoes, they got the rice and they got the black beans there. Kiddy beans. Let me tell you. Oh, am I on? Bam! I had to hit mute on that screen so it wouldn't do the muffled thing. Oh, did I do it right? Hold up.
Oh no, my mic was open, so I muted myself.
Oh, all right. Well, let me tell you guys this. What is going on here? So these short ribs here, you guys will go and buy these at your local grocery store. If you guys want to do yourself some Korean barbecue, get yourself some brown sugar, get yourself some soy sauce, get yourself some ginger, and I'm not going to tell you all the rest to put that in. You'll marinate that meat, people. Marinate that in that meat for at least an hour so it can get soaked up in there. Use that on the flat griddle right there. You will have the bombest Korean barbecue, Hawaiian barbecue, however you want to do it right there. You do that rice right there.
This is from a Brazilian joint, Brazilian barbecue.
Yeah, that's why those potatoes are there. People, South America, Brazil, Peru, where my wife is from.
Prawns and plantains I got.
Yeah, see?
Is it plantains or it's like a small banana? What the fuck is it?
No, plantains. Yeah, plantains. Yep.
It's good.
Yep.
I like it.
Fire, super fire. And if for those of you who do not know that bananas, the regular bananas are now going to be extinct because of how they are being grown in the areas. So what they're doing is now the plantains in these smaller areas in these countries, they actually have farms to where it's like a hybrid of the plantain and these bananas to make sure that we do not have a decrease in bananas, and that's why bananas are actually a higher price. In case you guys wanted to know that right there, this is hot facts. Going straight to you. I cook, people. I cook. I gotta know what it costs and why it costs. I do that. But if you want to make you and just a quick marinade, people, quick marinade, some soy sauce, brown sugar, go ahead and put that in with some ginger. Put that in there and let that go ahead and do its thing. Marinate that. You will have you some bomb food. Bomb food. People are like, dang, Hot Facts cook? Yeah, I cook. I've been cooking I'm a pit master, people. I am actually a pit master. You guys will see that my actual barbecue pit that I have, my barrel that I have here, is the same barrel that I have had when I was like 13, 14 years old. My dad gave that barrel to me, so I have that barrel, and I continue the cooking on that barrel and that one there. My dad has the newer one, but let me keep the reins of the one that's got the seasoning still cooked in it, okay? Because I know what I'm doing. So if you guys want some food, every now and then I'll cook some stuff. But if you just hop on Flex after he does his driving, he has a large bowl of something and something else sitting there, and he will use chopsticks on that ass. Go ahead, he will. I watch people. At first, I was telling you, I told Flex, I said, what am I watching for? Now I know what the hell I'm watching for. I know what the hell I'm trying to eat. What I'm about to make. I listen for music and I see him do his thing. Yeah, I got it now. When you're new to YouTube, people and communities, you got to learn the people, and I have to figure it out. But we are here. We got 1 hour 53 minutes here. Looks like we're going 2 hours. It's a Sunday. If you have not hit that thumb, share this live stream, subscribe to get notified. Once again, this is Mr. Flex, regular on Hot Facts. I appear there also. We do the damn thing. He said no tip, no trip, dying. That's what DoorDash Rick says. So I'm gonna put the link in case anybody else wants to join Flex up here and talk some stuff. I would really like to talk to UDM and say, well, hey man, just break it down for your people, break it down for them. But we got Flex right here. The link is there. Anybody else that would like to talk? I know Pia was up there. I would like to have more people than, some people are afraid, Flex. They're afraid to say something and think that, well, we see Roy come up there, and then when they all get mad and they see Robert get mad, or they say, people, you do see that I will hit mute and I'll say, hey, the floor is yours. You can do that. You can do that. You can do it. Okay, Ghost says, my question is, why would you as a parent let your small child be by herself on the street? Where was the parent supervision? Yeah, the girl that they took the scooter from. I get that, but let's say your daughter is outside of your house in your residential area, and you know she's right there. She's right there in front of the house where they do the hopscotch and all that. You know, like it can be, but that was a city. It looked like by where they had like where they were trying to fix the high rise or whatever it was. They had that there. She shouldn't have been downtown. I get you there. She shouldn't have been downtown around where it's all one-way streets. That's where you should not be. But you know, I don't know. I can't answer that. What's up, Ghost?
What's up, y'all?
Now, let me see. Garden State says no child should be on the internet unsupervised. That's like being a kid. Go out in the streets at a young age. You are a product of the environment. Yes, that will happen. Go ahead, Ghost. It's on you. Speak on up, boy.
What was the topic? One more time.
No, you just did the comment on the girl, and your question was, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, if I'm gonna let, where was the parents? If these boys come up, punch a little girl in her face, steal the scooter, if my daughter was out there, I've got eyes on her, you know, I'm gonna be right there where it's happening. You know, I'm not gonna let my kid, you know, ride up and down a full city block. You know, when I was young, my parents said, you can go to this driveway and the driveway next door to us. That's it. While my parents are outside. Where's the supervision at for that? You know?
I got you. That is the biggest question right there. See, and that's why I was saying, even if they were outside, let's say their own residential home, you know what I mean? That's still tough because supervision is still going to be brought up. You know what I mean? Like, but that kid looked like they were downtown where it's one-way streets. That's where I think this one is different at. I don't know no little girl, but that it might not have been downtown one-way streets, or it might have been an area where it's city and apartments that go up high. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but chances are, being close to the street, you look out at a kid close to the street.
You know, come to Memphis, Tennessee, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see 6-year-olds walking down the street. You're going to see a bunch of teenagers, but these 6-year-olds, they stay their butt inside the house, because that'll happen 100 times a day here.
This is crazy. It's crazy the stuff I have to show us, you know, like every day. And I try not to, but I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I got to show this stuff simply because, like, if I don't know who else is going to be watching this stuff. Some of this stuff is nuts, man. Nuts.
You know, like news like this is not going to be made mainstream media if you're not in that metro area, that city, that state, that county.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the 2 officers that shot at 2 people in DeSoto County, Mississippi, Olive Branch, Mississippi. Not even 48 hours ago, there was 2 police shootings. I don't hear it on the news. I hear it on the news here, but I don't hear it on national news.
Did you guys hear about the dude that got he was pulled over for having a suspended registration or license, and he's a 28-year cold case murderer that they found when they ran his fingerprints?
I didn't hear anything of it.
28 years, man. And this dude, and you know what the saddest thing is, and I don't want to play the video because when the reason why people, I will not play the video on how he got arrested was his uncle I think, had a stroke. His aunt had a stroke, and they were like 80 years old. He's been taking care of them, and he has his little son who lives there, who's 13. When they arrested him, the uncle was in the ICU. The aunt was at home, but in terrible stroke status. And his 13-year-old was there watching them until he got back. I was sympathetic for that right there. But the murder that happened 28 years ago, the victim's family have been trying to catch this guy this whole time, and they've ran out of what they can do to try to catch him. And they actually caught him on that, and he was caught and taken in. So I have sympathy for young 13-year-old boy who had his dad his whole life, is going to lose that. The uncle is not going to have care. The aunt's not going to have care, ICU and all that other stuff. But that's a 28-year murder cold case that they found. And they sent them to jail instantly. I'm surprised no one has heard about that, but that, you know what? I'm gonna show you the dude.
Yeah, it goes to, what Rev said just a little bit ago. We reap what we sow. You could be a good, outstanding citizen, but you did something bad a long time ago, and nobody's caught up with you. And 5, 6, 7 years later, and you're like, "Oh, I'm in the clear. I'm good." He said he don't believe in karma, but it will come back to you. You will slip up, and your debt's got to be paid on what you did. So yeah, I feel for the kid and whatnot, but his dad made that decision. Now look what the effect that's going to be put on that kid. There's going to be a psychological effect on that kid. Now that kid's been with his dad for 15 to 18 years. After the fact that this happened. So now that kid's probably thinking, oh, well, I really never knew him. So I guess my whole childhood upbringing was a lie. And it's going to make a really big psychological issue with that kid. Well, that is going to affect him. But what you have to look at down the road is when he has children being affected psychologically there, that's going to have a possible psychological effect on his children. And, when the cookie crumbles, you shake the pecan tree, one might fall off. You shake it hard enough, it's going to roll downhill.
No, I'm going to show this little bit. I said I wasn't. Let me.
What's up, Flex?
What up, what up, what up?
Prop 27. It would legalize a massive expansion of online sports gambling in California while sending 90% of profits to the big out-of-state corporations.
I'll let you know why Prop 27 is so big in California, because we have Indian reservations and FanDuel and all that other stuff. It takes away the profits that goes in for their reservation, for their schooling, their policing, and all the other stuff to make sure that they have everything for their reservation. So that's what that is there.
Operations behind Prop 27. Please join over 50 gaming and non-gaming tribes. Vote no on Prop 27.
The FBI says this is the man
What's your last name?
who's been on the run for nearly 28 years, wanted for murder, now caught simply for driving with a suspended registration and license.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to place you in custody.
Oconee County deputies Devin Blair and Lex Ogun, who stopped him, didn't know at first that the driver is Mohammed Bilal El Amin. Wanted since 1994 for the shooting death in 94 of his 18-year-old friend Jafford Tucker at the Oakland City MARTA station in southwest Atlanta. The driver, stopped by the deputies, gave them a fake name and ID, and he pleaded with them to let him go.
I beg of you all, I'm not a criminal, I'm not a crook.
But soon at the jail, his fingerprints ID'd him as El Amin, the fugitive. The man Jafford Tucker's uncle had devoted the past 28 years of his life trying with police to find.
Today was his worst day ever, and the greatest day for me and my family.
Ernest Cook remembers his nephew as outgoing, easygoing, who dreamed of a career in the music industry. And he'd only met El Amin a short time before police say El Amin suddenly shot him in the face and ran.
I've always wanted to ask him what did my nephew do to him so terrible to make him want to take the fight?
Cook thanked Oconee County Sheriff James Hale and his deputies.
The good Lord looks after everybody, and eventually, if you're wanted, your time, is going to run out sooner or later, especially if people are paying attention. So it means a lot to know that you were some small pivotal part of this case.
Cook says Tucker's mother died in 2006 praying for Elamine's capture.
I'm out to see that justice is served on this case.
A simple traffic stop, a monumental arrest. In Atlanta, John Schierick, 11 Alive News.
Now, that video was him saying, I don't have a record. He used a fake name. The other video that I have that I won't show, he was trying to get out of that. But 28 years. And I feel the pain of the the gentleman's uncle or whoever that was there said, we've been trying to figure this out. They finally, like this happened. He said it's the worst day of his life and the happiest day for our family here. The only thing that sucks is that his 13-year-old boy, son, you don't know if that other guy that was murdered had a child and grew up without a dad. So, how they pretty much how it goes. It's kind of, it goes back at you. He said driving since 2015 doesn't mean anything either. Your content, Robert, seems like you're just no. My content. Oh no. Shinte, no. I know you sub, but let me just answer this for you. That my content is not, it can be viewed as hating on other people. But if you actually listen to what I'm saying, I'm just preaching, taking care of the customers who are going to take care of you. And I speak out against people who talk bad against the people who put money in your pocket. That's the only thing that separates me, and I will go hard in the paint like they will. And that's why Roy said, and that's why I gotta ease up on going hard in the paint. You know what I mean? Maybe I got to ease up on going hard in the paint, but me growing up and how I grew up, if someone's not fighting for you, they don't care about you. I got to kind of switch that concept on YouTube because there's people that love it. There's people that semi-love it, and there's people that hate it, but then they come and watch because they do see that I care. I got to kind of figure out how do I make the right type of sauce mixture for everyone, you know what I mean? And I'll put it there. I'm not bashing no one. All I'm saying is quit saying that doing the things that will help people will not help you. And that's it. Everyone has to do what they got to do in their own market. I say you're dealing with people, respect them. They're going to give you extra. And that's it. And I understand that's much love, and that's why I let Roy get up here and talk. People, I like to hear these things from people so I can be able to converse back and forth with also, you know what I mean? And my approach on, how I took this, I set up myself as a military operation to where I'm not listening. I'm coming in to just help the people. I got to ease up on that. Some people don't like it, but I'll tell you this, the person that they are watching is not telling them to, do these other things for the people. So it kind of goes both ways. I get it. I'm going to do my part to help out in the community the whole way. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave it there. Let's see what we got right here.
Robert, I would say, Robert, I do for people that do for me. Because, in order for me to do for people, they have to order the food first and they have to see a proper offer in order to take that offer.
Yeah, no, yeah, there's no, and see that this is where I normally would have said something after that, but Roy said some words and I said that I'm going to learn how to do my thing. Yes, you know what? Yes, I got to understand that coming in. I got to understand that for a little bit. Flex said,
Look, brother, you got to understand as well, like some people, they don't care. They just want food. I want my cheeseburger. I just want my cheeseburger. Like no matter what I just want my cheeseburger. That's all they want. You know? But they don't understand. Like they might have to shout for the cheeseburger, but they don't. And that's where the problem is for some drivers.
Right. For you content creators, this might be the perfect time for you to hop in on my link while I am practicing my utmost obedience and everything else. This might be the perfect time to hop in because if Roy said some stuff, people that I was like, you know what, you can't say nothing else, but damn, Roy, that's what I'm talking about. Listen to the dude. So today and every day after this, I'm really making a conscious effort to really, because when I hear about the people, I'm like, I got to let loose for the people. I kind of got to let the people do something for themselves also. That's going to be very hard, people. You know how I am. That's going to be very hard not to stick up for you about anything, but we'll see how it goes for a couple days. See if I can bite my tongue on watching some videos. That's going to be the biggest problem right there. When I watch a video, it's going to be like, I'm going to have the urge to get in front of my green screen right now and bloop, but I'm going to have the, but I am the news too. So it's going to be a tough one, people. I'll report on, and then I'll figure out what I can report on and not go ham. We're going to work together, people. We are going to work together. We're going to work together. This is hard as hell, but we'll work. Can't promise you anything, except that I'll try. Was that good enough, Flex? Was that good enough for the people there, Flex? Was that good enough? All right. All right. What's up, Ghost? Ghost looking like HotFacts. What happened to you? What's up, Ghost?
I'm just sitting back enjoying the monkey ride.
And no, people, he's not racist because I'm black and he said the word monkey and he has an American shirt. He's not racist. No, you already know that we're going to get people. Is he throwing racist jokes at HotFacts? People, take that somewhere else right now. I will
Please
end that
take it
right
somewhere
now.
else.
Yeah, take that. I got to say
that
that.
somewhere else.
Nah, just like the dude yesterday. What was his name? Big Jimmy. It was Big Jimmy something, and he took offense because I said Big Jimmy. I was like, no, like
Yeah, the chili dude.
Yeah, but if he goes anywhere, they're gonna call him Big Guy because he's like that's But that's why I apologize because it didn't come at him like I was, that was not picking on a chubby dude or anything else. So I had to make sure I put that out to let people know. He looks like one of my friends. I got a friend named Earl. We call Big Earl. He's Big Earl. Big Earl is 5'8", 300 pounds, and Big Earl has a six-pack and play offensive lineman as a football player. We say, hey, what's up, Big Earl, even though he's 5'8". But Big Earl, fast as I don't know what, he'll catch you. We call him Big Earl. His brother is bigger than him and taller. We call him Big E. We just put the big in the front. He wouldn't survive in California because every Mexican that's a cholo dude, you're either big guy or you're big guy. And that's it. What's up, big guy? That's your only name. They don't know your name. You are big guy. He couldn't last here.
Either big guy or vato.
Yeah. DoorDash Rick says taking offers and not taking offers. He says, taking offers and not taking offers, every customer should be treated the same way and respectfully and not bashed. Otherwise, you hurt all the gig apps. I agree with that. He also says, and most of the low offers on DoorDash does a little kids. Okay, it says, and most of those low offers on DoorDash says does a little kids using the app, and even though as parents we tell them they need to take some time, the kids don't. I'm lost on that one, Rick. That was probably talk to text right there. That was probably talk to text. I'm gonna just go and say that right there because I don't know what the hell you just tried to tell me, except that what I'm gonna try to piece there. if a kid orders, the parent might be ordering for the kid. I don't know if that's where you're going, but that's what I'm gonna take until you correct me. DoorDash Revolution says, you are right, DoorDash Rick, but I know DoorDash Revolution, you're talking about the first comment that made sense, not the second one. Not the second one, because I still don't know what DoorDash Rick is saying, other than he's my homie. We got 17 people in here right now. I know if I check this thing after, it's going to say a lot more concurrent users. I will let you guys know where I am on my monetization right now. Let me look at this right now. Let me let you guys know what it said from midnight. It has not done any hours up to now. I know the live I did yesterday, it's producing so well as far as a live goes, as far as for me getting there and doing my thing. It's produced so well. Let me see. This one has the live yesterday about UDM doing his thing has go back 292 views in almost 24 hours there. That's not bad because it was a 3-hour live right there. So that's not bad right there. Now I'll let you guys know where I am at on my monetization. Let me hit this. Hit YouTube Studio. Hurry up. Let me hit this giant $sign there. Monetization, I am still at because of last night. I'm at 3,872 hours. Let me show you guys so you guys can actually see so I don't look weird. Let me see. I'm looking at my phone. I should have did that first. All right, let me show you guys. Let me share screen. That's right here. Let me go to right here. This button here, monetization. So you guys see this screen here. I am just about there. I have 3,872 hours there. You see where that green mark is there. What I'm gonna say is this. Today, well, the hours that went in from, because it says I have a whole nother 100 hours, 100 views of yesterday's live. Those are gonna go in plus whatever this live is gonna do. By the end of today, I should be at maybe like 40 hours left, and then the monetization is there. So that's what it is there.
Robert, you suck. Step your game up, bro. Get the watch hours.
we getting there, man. We are doing it. I'm just so, if I would have known, like literally Flex, I might have still been doing shorts, but if I would have known in the beginning that the hours on the shorts don't count, I have like on short hours, I got like 30K hours of short hours. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, I still gotta wait for monetization, but I learned and we're there. And my lives have once I got to like interview number 15, it's like my lives start getting more interesting because I'm doing the interviews and I start doing more clips of all type of other stuff. So they all start coming in, and people, I thank all you guys. No bots here, ain't no buying no subs, ain't no piggybacking. The people that I would have piggybacked off of, all those people deleted me. So people, this was just hard work and dedication and good arguments coming from Flex, coming from Roy, everyone who's argued with me. I thank them because that makes good content. Hey, it makes good content, especially if you're not a dumbass. It just makes it better. So thank everyone who has had a pro and a con. I appreciate that. Because I know tonight I might go live again after I make this food. I might go live again just to guarantee myself, Ghost, just to guarantee myself. You at home?
No, I'm sitting here at a restaurant waiting for food like all of us.
Oh, that's that tree in the back. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're at a restaurant. I see that black rail back there now. Yep, restaurant.
I don't want to give too much away, like Flex.
Nah, Flex. Yeah, hey, Flex says he gives up what he wants to. What is
Yeah.
DoorDash? Rick says yes. It was the little kids portal with the app, and they don't tip. Oh, okay. I guess I was right. Will said the shorts help get people in though. Yeah. And Will, that's why I'm not tripping. I got 500,000 views from shorts. Yeah. When I do my math from all my other videos, I had before my things went in and did that, I had 125,000 views when I only had 600 subscribers. And then all boom went right there. Yes, that traction helps. So I'm really not mad at it because if you look at it, some people say it took like 2 years for me to get monetized, and it's really taking me like just not even 7 whole months, right under 7 months. So, yeah, I'm thankful. And
All right,
then
HotFacts.
Yep.
So this is how I roll right here. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
This is my partner in crime right here.
They at the same place, people. They at the
Yes,
same
sir.
place, people. If you guys don't understand the studies that they do and the orders that they are picking up and who gets what, they are right there together. You son of a guns out there doing it. That's the real Forrest Gump and Bubba right there. Shrimp trio, shrimp gumbo, shrimp that just look good. Got some pink shrimp, some scampi shrimp, some fried shrimp. We even got baked shrimp. We got shrimp and potatoes, shrimp and rice. We got shrimp and grits. We got shrimp and cornflakes. You know what you do? Well, you don't use cornflakes. You get frosted flakes and you go ahead and you crunch them up real good. And then you use that to coat your shrimp and you deep fry them and you got frosted flake shrimp. And they taste so well when you put it on the grits because it tastes like breakfast. I'm giving y'all a little bit too much on what I know how to do. I'm giving y'all a little bit too much on what I know how to do. Well, Will, I know you out there doing your thing. William Anderson here, people, is another person that comes in. He speaks very, very well, and he knows what he is saying. Listen to him. And for those of you people saying 18,000 orders, 20,000 orders, all this other stuff, accomplishment, because you are the only thing that tells me is that when you are off of the camera, you accept more orders than what the people think you are accepting on your videos. Show the rest of those. And as UDM said, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will admit. Is there any question anyone out there wants to ask me? Because I do get these when I'm off of camera and I get all these people on camera. Is there any question you guys would like to ask me while I am on camera to get the all the way absolute about? Go ahead and put that in. Because it's Sunday, we coming up on 2 hours and 30 minutes. We'll probably end up around there. So if there is any question that you guys would like to ask me while I am on camera, any question that you guys have seen me make a comment on and said, I really want to ask him this. Well, here is your chance. Go ahead and ask me. Because once I get inside that kitchen and start chopping up onions and all that other stuff, people, I'm in a whole new world. It's all about what's about to go in my stomach. Yes.
What am I asking you?
Oh, no. This was for people out there, the people out there that have seen me on videos and stuff, and they've wanted to ask me a quick question. I said, here is your chance to ask me whatever you want to ask me while I'm right here, and I can answer you live instead of me writing you back in a comment and you don't understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Go ahead and get over with now. And Ghost and Revolution are actually at the same restaurant picking up an order, getting it in. So they are doing that. I know Will just hopped in and he just bounced out. So people, I'm gonna leave it with this. We do this. Flex. Final words. Final words for the people out there. Flex. Final words for the people.
Do what's right for you, man. Literally, do what's right for you. If you think those lowballing offers are right for you, you're more than welcome to, I guess.
Yeah, people, that comes from a man. Ghost, what you got to say? He out there conversating. Ghost, can you hear me? Can you hear me? He can't hear me. He's out there doing something. Oh, he's talking to Revolution about their dead. See, when they doing their research, people, they put us on mute because they got their research right there that they're doing. Look at him getting look. He getting right on in after. Look, now I can talk. Go, Ghost, hit that button. Hit that unmute. What you got to say? Final words.
Final words, this restaurant needs to hurry the damn hell up. But now, final words of all the topics today. Yeah, I agree with a lot what Roy said. You know, bring the news as apparent as it needs to bring. And, you know, I get out there, I make my money. You know, the way I make my money might be different the way Flex makes his money. Everybody's out here, we're grinding. We're going to make our money. Some things work different for us. Some things work different from other people. You can be a content creator and treat customers like trash and still make money and look like trash. Or you can get out here, do it the right way, give the customer service. Some days you win, some days you lose. It's just like going to the casino and throwing them dice. Boom.
Okay, Light. See, Light says, why do Prop 22 people think they have a platform to people outside of California? That's a very simple, easy answer. You take away Prop 22, we are doing the exact same thing. People that are outside of California, they don't understand what Prop 22 is and how the payments come in. They think that whenever you hit accept on the order offer that you get has Prop 22 put in there. That's not what it is. After you're like you work at a W-2, after the hours you worked in that whole week or whatever else it is, it's calculated. Then they figure out your active time. We're going to give you this at a later time, a week after that. That's why it still works. That's why New York, Massachusetts, and other places, Washington, or up there in Seattle, that's why they have.
But it only works if you accept the order, though. And they're just calculating whatever.
Yeah.
They break down whatever the time is. So I mean, you cannot hit out in your way. I mean, it doesn't. You know, there is a difference. It's not just if you take it out, but there is a difference. That's
no. All right, check this out.
They kind of got you or getting people with the Prop 22.
No.
Here's like the way you could put some. You could take a smaller offer, the way you're not just wasting your time, you still get paid for it hourly. And that's what it is. Over here, they're trying to get people with the Top Dasher thing. It's all about it's all about completing offers in the end. In the end, it's all about finishing every single delivery so a company could make the profit. All the orders need to be completed. I think you're right.
No. Let me tell you this. Prop 22, they don't get you because check this out. If you are in California, and let's say you dirty app and multi-app, you can do that and not take your orders. They're just saying that when you hit accept your actual time, they're going to give you the difference on if you make what it says. So let's say you don't make $16 an hour. Let's say there's an hour where you get 4 orders. Let's say each order was $2 as far as the standard rate. Okay, that's not 16. They're gonna give you $8 outside of that. That's not making you sit there and wait. You can go in there like the driver did that walked out when I was there for 5 minutes. She walked out. She didn't get paid Prop 22 for that. She canceled all of her Prop 22 money with the order that she got. She didn't get paid anything. She got paid $0. She got paid zero. So she drove there to wait, to cancel, to not get paid anything. That's what I am saying there. Before Prop 22, it's the same. I go work this week. I get paid that much this week. Nothing changes. It's the exact same. If I want a multi-app and dirty app and my 38 hours still come up to 38 hours in the week, even though I was online for 80 hours, I got paid for 30 something hours. That's what you're going to get paid for your active time no matter what. It does not matter. How you choose to do your hours actively is what you're going to get paid for. Nothing about Prop 22 goes into anything.
Maybe that's how people view it. You know, I know.
Yeah,
you could
they
still
view. That's what I'm saying.
You could still choose and pick your fucking orders as a cherry picker, and you will still make your 22. Either
Yeah.
or. Some people don't know that. Some people don't know that. Maybe newcomers, they take advantage by taking a small offer and think, I'm still gonna get paid for it.
He says, right, you're compensated, others aren't. Look, Light. When did you guys talk about Prop 22 before Prop 22 was in? You never did, right? Because we're getting paid the exact same amount. We're just telling you for all the active hours that you originally do for what you're getting paid, they're going to give you that for, all right, we got drivers that say we don't get paid for wait time. You know why all that stuff stopped? When Postmates was first in, you got paid up to like 12 minutes, and that's all you got paid for wait. DoorDash used to have that. All the apps used to have that. They took that guaranteed wait time pay out. So now you don't get paid for that. Drivers said, well, how come we're not getting paid for these wait times or if we're on the phone with customer service? Well, guess what we did here? We fought to make sure that we get paid for those wait times. And the wait time does not go into directly your order. Look, and you keep saying you're still going to get paid money no matter what. They're doing that in New York. They're doing that in Boston. They're getting paid hourly. They're doing that in Seattle. They're getting paid hourly to make sure that they make their money. They are doing that because drivers were complaining of not getting paid for that stuff. So they're getting paid, even though that's not being an independent contractor. You're not supposed to be getting paid for that, for the wait, but they made sure that happened because the contract says that, and I do agree on why they did that in our state. But at the same time is you're getting paid. If I work, all right, this week I do 25 hours on Uber Eats, and it says I get paid 500 some bucks, 600 bucks, 700 bucks, 800 bucks. Well, actually Prop 22, mine on Uber goes in on Tuesday. So let's say Monday comes, right? Let's say this Monday comes or this Sunday comes or Monday. Let's say I work Monday through Sunday. Let's say I make $800 from Monday through Sunday. Guess what I'm getting paid? $800. The following week, let me tell you this. If I work this many hours in that week, guess what they're going to do? They're going to give me the money from that week and that week, calculate what the difference is, and give me that. That's what it is. I'm going out doing the exact same job that I was doing. The only difference is all you drivers that say I don't count active time, you don't count your active time because you're not getting paid for it. You're only getting paid by the order. Here, we have to fight for it to get put on like 5-6 different bills, and it got turned down every single time. Luckily, the last one, it happened. Light says, he says, same for Canadians that has a law that DoorDash legally can't hide tips. Therefore, Canadians don't have the same platform as us US or us American drivers. They simply have less problems, and we have to strategize. We don't have to strategize. You have to really believe in what they're putting in the bylaws is what it says. And your strategizing is really greed. The strategizing is having someone like Bud Soda say, I can use 5 apps at one time, and these customers have to understand that I can pick any apps up at one time and then get it to them. That's
No,
not strategy. That's greed and trying to make money.
Strategize by cherry picking. I think
Yeah,
that's what.
All right, yeah, all right, yeah. If that's the case, cherry picking and strategizing is you have to know how to do it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as far as other people not, all of this other stuff, the strategizing is you shouldn't be a dirty apper. Utilize it for what it's saying doing. You know what I mean? Here in California, people are so mad at us because we talk about Prop 22. There was no one talking mad about California drivers. In fact, there were a bunch of drivers before the pandemic happened and my son died, where they were saying, we would love to go drive in California. We know you make a lot of money in Hollywood and all these places. Yes, we're making a lot of money there without Prop 22. We're making more with it because now they're saying when you sign in actively, you're going to get paid that. If I go to an order, pick it up, and customer service, let's say there's an issue, they don't have this item, or they want me to call customer service, guess what? I'm not going to end the order, cancel it, then call customer service. No, I'm going to hit customer service while I'm actively on that call to get paid the whole time. Then customer service is going to do their end, put in their input and info to say, okay, bam, I'm getting paid that extra for doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm getting paid for doing the paperwork and doing the admin work. I'm getting paid for the admin work. Who doesn't want to get paid for the admin work? Aren't you your own business? Get paid for the admin work. Don't get mad at us here in California because other people in California can't explain it right, but I can. However you get your money on your active hours has nothing to do with how much. It's still the same amount that's going to come back to you, no matter what. So you can pick and choose however you
it's
want.
all about how much time you put into your app and not Robert's.
Yes. You put in the time into your app there. Like let's say, like on Walmart Spark, you don't get the same amount of Prop 22 on Walmart Spark. It's like they like their calculations are stupid dumb. Oh, your 5-hour energy? Yeah, boy. Their things are stupid dumb on Walmart Spark and Prop 22. You don't even really get anything. If you were smart, you would use the food apps because they pay you more. You know what I mean? So it's what you do on your app. If there's a driver that does, let's say a driver does roadie and curry, right? And he does Amazon Flex. He's not going to get Prop 22 because he's not doing the food apps. You see what I mean? But if you use the food apps and learn how to do the food apps, you get that if you know how to use it right. And that's
Every
all it
time
is.
you sign up for Amazon Flex, Flexi gets a quarter towards his new Subaru.
So light.
Just kidding. I got no associations with those motherfuckers.
So he says, so you admit Cali peeps have a default higher pay base than everyone else. Light. It started in California. We are the market. We are the largest state and we are the market. It started here in San Francisco. Yes, we get paid more money because it started here. It's more populated here. I mean, New York gets paid where Flex is in New Jersey because of what it is. You know, there's other states outside of California, like in Texas and Dallas, you make money there. In California, everything started here. So yes, we make more money. Why would we not make more money off these apps? You know what I mean? Yeah, but you guys are on the, he said, but we are on the topic of DoorDash. That's what I'm saying, not other apps. You guys are not understanding that every app has the same business model. Why are you so brainwashed on DoorDash and not thinking that you can actually find the apps that work best for you to make the most money for yourself? You don't got to be stuck in on DoorDash. Find the app that works best for you. If DoorDash makes you a little bit and the other ones get you better, do the other ones and then put Door. You don't have to be DoorDash. You know what I mean? There's multiple apps. Figure out what apps works for you. There's people that do roadie and curry and medical. They don't even mess with us over here because they make more money doing that.
I said the same shit yesterday to somebody. I said if there's an app that fucking works the best, just concentrate on that fucking app instead of fucking jumping everywhere to every app. I think that was Alan. Yeah, Alan. I told that shit to fucking Yamaka wearing fucking Alan. I said, bro, why are you jumping from fucking DoorDash to this, to that, to this, to that, and complaining about it Well, if you know rideshare works for you the best, why don't you stick to rideshare?
Easy.
You know what I mean? Like,
Easy.
just
They
stick
all run to DoorDash. Like, I don't know what it is.
Instead of going back to DoorDash. Oh, it's slow. It's this and that, and always complaining about it. You know, like it doesn't like it wouldn't change. It wouldn't make any fucking difference. Complaining about it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Light says, sorry, I thought you predominantly make DoorDash content. No, Light, what I make is I make content for drivers to understand the overall business model for all the platforms to then how you can go in. Now, my videos, you'll see Uber Eats and all that other stuff, but it's an overall letting you know that how you can actually go ahead and do something. And that's why I don't say I don't tell people, hey, don't do DoorDash, just do Uber Eats. Don't do Grub. No, I say for me, I do Uber Eats because I know how to work it right for me. You know, I'm doing the Walmart Spark. I do best deliveries, and I don't drive Lyft. I don't drive people right now, but I'm a 5-star driver on Lyft. I just do it.
Can we find a way? Can we find a way to change the pay model?
That would be, if there is a way, I would definitely be willing to sit down with that on him.
Easy. It's an easy way. It's just all of us need to speak about it and do it. It's
right.
Easily done. Just don't take offers at a certain amount.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If you don't take offers, you are telling the customer they're not worthy. That's difficult.
That's exactly what it is, because they're telling us we're not worthy. They got to understand the company does not provide us the vehicle, the gas, nothing.
Well, they're saying that you're worthy because the customer's going to help you, but you are a business though. That's where
I am a business though. That's the thing.
That's the gray area.
That's why you gotta separate yourself from, what do you call it? Having a sympathy for that customer.
See, and that's where Prop 22 comes in, Flex.
That's where Prop. I have no sympathy for somebody that doesn't want to pay but wants to order it, even though they could get up and go and order it themselves, pick it up themselves, or perhaps before they got home, they could pick up their food themselves.
Right. Now check this out.
Instead of using a premium service and dishing out all that extra money for God knows whatever, they don't even know where it's going. Oh, fee this. Oh, fuck, I gotta pay this fee. Yeah, fuck it. I'm paying this fee.
But here in California, watch this. Even with Prop 22 here, the consumers don't even know what Prop 22 is. So let's say you're getting paid and then dang, I've been here. I'm going to get Prop 22 on the back end. I got paid this extra fat tip from on top of that. The consumers don't even know what Prop 22 is. You know what I mean? That's where the hidden factor is, where people say, well, how are you making more money? If you're waiting at that steakhouse for that food and they give you that extra on top of that,
until it rolls out here, you know what I mean? That's that's the thing, like no tip, no trip. It keeps rolling around like that. It's just a saying. It's just a saying. I'm sure there's fucking hundreds of different sayings for it, I'll be
like keeps saying. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Like keeps saying that's what Prop 22 is for. We don't have Prop 22. You do. Listen, before it got voted in and we got failed and denied so many times, these are drivers saying that what you guys are complaining about. In your area, you guys don't have any tough drivers that will go out there and stick together. You don't have any tough drivers that will stick together in your state. That's exactly what it is. If you did, it would happen. Now, while Prop 22 is going on and we are failing, we are making our money because California is the market. The market fought for people in the market. You guys live in a place where it's not organized like how we had. Once you guys get organized, you guys can have it to where, you know what, I don't want to take this order tonight, but you know what, if I do, I could get paid a little extra, then I'm going home. You would make that decision. Now you got to turn down that order, sit there waiting in your car, getting your knees all cramped up, standing up because you got to stretch, hot and all this stuff, and then now you're trying to pick and choose for something. That's you guys don't have no one tough in your state to actually go and fight to get it put on on a bill to have it go 7 times before it gets passed. We failed so many times. All when we were trying to get it done from 2015 when I started all the way in, we had to fight for that. You guys are saying what you guys want, but no one in your state will fight for it. Too much app jumping. Too much app jumping is a major problem. Too much app jumping. If you keep jumping apps, you don't know what you can make on that one. If you keep jumping apps, you don't know what you can make on that one. You got to learn that too. Kim Side Money Plans is putting up videos. The video she put up today, she says, my day of only DoorDash. You know why? We talk about only using one app. When I was on that interview on Rideshare Rodeo on that panel, and they said, well, dang, you only use one app. You have a strategy to it. Duh. She's going out today. I'm only using DoorDash. She's going out computing and calculating and doing studies to see what she's going to be doing herself. Okay. Figure it out. With that being said, until the next caper, people, you know what this is. We are out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Let me get a round of applause. Chocolate Nomad, I feel you, brother. I'm right there with you. But we go head out like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2 and listen to these tunes by Navy 380. Let's go get it.